help me stall along here is Anglantine, who's also stalling by uploading the overlays.
Yeah.
Well,
So it's a win-win.
Definitely doing that.
But to help me
or
also
lose-lose.
stall, entertain the troops, it's Melissa and Amy Lester.
Hey, hello everyone. Good to see everyone.
Hello to Michael Taylor, One Slick Dude, Maranya, Cheapo Comics, Eric and Boyd, and anyone else. Wade, and maybe Eric Breen.
There we go.
Breen, he's still uploading the overlays. You made it in time.
Well, no, I didn't, because this is the first chance I've had to eat, so I'm here. I'll unmute myself if my turn comes up.
Did you get your batteries?
Yes.
Awesome.
So
he's eating the batteries.
Well, don't do that. Eat the food, use the batteries in the remote. It doesn't do you any good to put food in the remote.
No.
I say don't let a woman boss you around. Eat the batteries.
Don't do that.
He'll get a charge out of that.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right. And who's excited to rank some covers tonight?
I am, because I want to see. There's a lot of really good movie adaptation, movie homages, if you will. And homages. I am very interested to see how these play. Seriously, I will do this. I will say I did not pick your favorite. I have no idea what your favorite is, but you know what? The odds are, because that happens quite a bit. Oh wow! Do you remember? No.
I would say this. Like, I understand you probably went from a lot of older books. I mean, I don't know how many modern you went, but that's something epic. That guy, every variant is a movie, just like Stray Dogs does movie things.
Something epic I did. Title. Well, I always do this. I always only get one per. Like if there's a ton of Batman or there's a ton of whatever, I only do one Batman, even if there's 50 great Batman and there's a mediocre something other than that. I'll get the media just to have a little diversity, I guess, to use that word.
Hello to Joe.
That being said, I do what I can these days to add in modern books just to cheat a little bit, but yeah.
All right. Hello to Joe and hello to Sherrills and anyone else who might be watching, but afraid to comment. And how's it going, little Rhaegar? Homage to the fromage.
Good stuff. And of course, you guys know one, which is the Justice League, because of the thumbnail.
Oh, yeah. Just call me anyone else. And you can call me Al. Jackson Rickert.
You can call me Al. Call me Al.
So who's here excited to be here for about an hour, then leave?
That's my stripper song.
Oh. Not in front of the ladies here, okay?
Usually not. Usually not in front of ladies.
Not in front of the non-paying customers.
That is the most important, yes. Oh my gosh, this cover is brilliant. Oh my, I didn't even notice that first time I looked at it. Holy shit. Yeah, I'm almost there, guys. I'm almost done with these. I had to convert some of them from a different format to JPEG. I forgot to do that, but let me make sure. One, two, say again.
What about comic book covers from comics that were movies, like the Star Wars comic book cover?
I love that idea. I really do. I've been wanting to have that one for a long time now, but it just hasn't gone over.
Yeah, that would be a different category than.
Wait.
Yeah, movie adaptations.
Maranya, what's with this assault and battery talking about Eric?
Yeah, don't remember to put salt on those batteries before you eat them. She's absolutely right. Yes, 15. No, I need 15, 14, 13. Well, why didn't you show up the last time? All right.
Well, I was busy.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get this party started.
They are cool books, right?
Go 4.
Just to let you guys know, it's his party, and he can cry if he wants to if we rank these low.
Oh no, I'm not going to do that. Like I said, I got cured. I got cured of that. You guys.
Wait, you listen to Cure now?
Never. I am far too smart for that. I was too smart for that the last time. When they were.
They have like one hit song that I know of. Other than that, I don't know any of the songs.
It might have been a hit. I just never got into Cure.
I'm more a Queensryche.
Alrighty. RDV, you're in the starting block, so let's get it started. And you can start this whole.
Am I in the chopping mall block?
You are in the chopping mall block. Yes, you're going to be having your head shot off by a killer robot. And
Sweet.
Here is Darkwing Duck.
Yeah.
Number 14.
Is he doing
And
the Frank Miller Batman?
I'm going to let you decide what the homage is.
I guess it's supposed to be Batman, right? I wouldn't know.
Alrighty, if anybody wants to educate him,
It's a movie reference, right?
It is. Every one of these is a movie poster. Yes.
I mean, it's not the Batman 66.
No,
it's not that. So I have no idea.
It's funny, but it could also be used as a
But it's almost
one of the entries for comic book covers that don't have the hero on the cover.
oh, Adventures in Babysitting. Dude, I watched that when I was a kid. I remember that
this
cover.
Adventures in Babysitting. Alrighty.
But I will say this, so go check out Dangerous Currency Part 2 on Geeky Puppet Show. We read that.
But we are also just ranking the covers. But
The cover itself, honestly, it is a 10. I like this. This is a great book, great cover. They even give everybody their own personality. Goslin's match still, along with Honker down the bottom, and then Huey's got his hat to the side because he's joined a gang. Launchpad's kind of creepy out, and then like the people who should be scared are scared, and the people who aren't scared are just like oblivious to the danger.
Well, I always liked Launchpad because he flies like my wife drives.
Always sticks the landing.
Yeah, on the curb, right?
Yeah.
Right. But whoever's next after me who wants to go.
Oh wait, what did you give this?
I give it a 10.
Alrighty, cool. And it is to the Lester sisters.
This really is a great composition, and the characters are all rendered so well. Good.
Very on model.
Very on model. Nice action lines. The colors are good. The background and the way it all comes together. It's just a really great little cover. I enjoy this. And I think we read this, didn't we? Dangerous Currency.
Did, yeah.
Oh, it was a fun book too. Yeah, if you ever find one of these, pick it up. It's definitely a 10.
Yeah.
All right. And Melissa agrees. How about Eric?
I'm a little embarrassed. I didn't realize that this was Adventures in Babysitting.
Yeah, I had no idea, and I read this book on the channel too.
Yeah,
Well,
I think that's going to be an extra little bit of fun here.
I obviously haven't read this book, but I've seen the movie, so I'm kind of like I said. I will give us a 10.
I will confess one thing, and you're going to get a lot of these. I may not have gone older comic book, but for a lot of it, I went older movie.
Oh, look who woke up.
Good morning.
Hey,
Good morning.
Hello.
It's your turn then.
Oh, okay.
You all right?
Eric, did you say 10?
Yes.
Okay. All righty. Pixel, what do you say?
8.
All righty. Cool.
Go back to sleep.
And
Take a sleep now.
yeah, just wake up and do your ranking and then go back to sleep. Friday, I'm in love, although this is Sunday. I do not know that song, Eric and Boyd. Adventures of Babysitting, Joe correctly guessed. Babysitter's Club or Adventures in Bathing Sitting, yes. My guess, Sound of Music, not quite. 8 from Joe, 8 from Jackson Rakirk, and 8 from Cheapo Comics. It's a fun one. Already.
Wait, you don't know that? It's
and
fun.
then we have, so these are movie-inspired poster covers, I take. Yes, I rated a 7, says MK. Let's see, Launchpad, yes. 8 from Michael Taylor. And we have Maranya saying Darkwing Duck 17. Don't care. It's a movie homage cover. It's well drawn to the character models, just enough background to set the scene. Score Darkwing 10. I'm giving it a 9. I skipped myself, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
So
appropriate.
Englantine's on the bottom there. Yeah. Rhaegar says 7. One Slick says 9. Alrighty. And let's go. I've never seen the original. Pixel woke up. Breen is falling asleep. Wait a second. There's a remake of Adventures in Babysitting. That's wrong. Alrighty. If you haven't voted and you want to, if you're listening in, you're like, oh wow, this sounds fun. I wonder if I can vote.
I mean,
yes.
Are you really shocked? They remade Father the Bride.
That sucked, by the way. That sucked bad. All right. So if you do put in a late vote, it will count. Alrighty. And if it changes anything, we will change whatever.
I mean, when you try to remake a Steve Martin movie without Steve Martin, what are you thinking?
I know. One day they should do a little.
The Jerk's gonna be remade. I guarantee you the Jerk's gonna be remade.
Alrighty, so we have 2 7s knocking out 2 of those 5 10s, 5 8s taking out those last 3 10s, and those 2 9s. This is an 8, ladies and gentlemen, for Adventures in Babysitting.
So if they remake Adventures in Babysitting, does its movie poster look like the cover of the Darkwing Duck title card?
That's the way it's going to have to be. Yes, it's by law.
Yeah.
I really guys look like that.
All right. This is going to go to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this is going to go to the sisters here.
Oh, okay.
The sisters.
Alrighty. And once again, I'm going to let you guys try to guess what movie poster it is, as well, of course, as rank it.
Oh, how pretty. Let's see. A new and altogether different comic book excitement. Fleeces and Fostner's Stray Dogs 4.
I have an idea.
Oh, yeah?
I think,
Oh, it's so pretty.
Is this Kill Bill?
No.
Okay, then I don't know.
It's very elegant. It seems
Eric?
like style that was popular.
I don't know.
Was it during this?
It's a 60s movie.
That's what it is. They do kind of, they have that style, that kind of, the cutaway, and also the style of the font. I mean, it's a little more free-handed than the fonts were, but it's pretty close, and it's such a pretty cover. I don't really watch a lot of movies, so I'm afraid I don't know many of the posters.
Okay, well, what would you score the cover then?
Yeah, I think this is very elegant. I think I might like to know a little bit more about the story from looking at it, but it's really sweet. I guess I could give it a 9.
Yeah,
I don't think I could be less than a 9. It's very
Hey,
How about you, Melissa?
Oh boy, it does ring familiar.
Wee.
Oh, Psycho?
Dun, dun. Yep.
Okay.
It's not the poster I remember though. I remember the other poster, not him dogs.
You don't remember the dogs?
Yeah, the original one was a little bit dogless. Yeah.
I mean, if the dog was in the shower, then I'd get it.
Yeah. All right, Melissa, what do you score this?
9.
9. And how about you, Eric?
I'll go 9.
You knew what this was, right?
Actually, I didn't. I
Oh.
don't. I was trying to visualize the Psycho movie poster because someone got it in chat and I couldn't place it.
Okay.
Yeah. I thought
Alrighty.
Kill Bill goes out yellow.
Pixel.
I'm going to go 6.
And
I
then
know.
the back.
Really?
But
That's
that's
just so
what
long.
pretty much where I'm at today. Yeah, this is not intriguing to me at all. I can't even tell it's an homage. I don't feel anything about it. It's
Wow. Oh no, we got a
Pixel.
Debbie Downer here.
He just woke up.
Are you able to see artistic merit though?
I mean, okay, it's
I'm not
done well
arguing
for
with
its
you. I'm-
cartoon style, but I still think it's a meh. It's not going to intrigue me towards this book. It's still a 6.
Okay. I'm just asking because it's more of a case of, is this just going to be an entire series that you're just going to like, I'm just not into this particular thing at all? Or is this like, are you able to recognize the, like a interesting color palette or an interesting layout?
It's a 6. If I saw this on the shelf, I would pass it.
Here's the thing: day drinking It's all fun and games until the evening when you're hungover, tired, and cranky.
Yeah,
Comes early, doesn't it? But no, I'm drinking my coffee right now. So
because I'm not just talking about this cover. I'm talking about is this
What
just
about my
gonna be
coffee,
some-
Carl?
no, I'm
All right.
I'm talking about this cover in particular.
Okay.
I'm just
Okay.
not-
Just
saying
that
the
was where I
style-
was. That's where I was headed.
Yeah.
Look, I understand. By the way, I am a huge Alfred Hitchcock fan. I absolutely love this cover based on that. So this is extra for me. I do see the dog at the top being Janet Leigh, and you've got you've got Anthony Perkins as the hound dog and so forth. I understand where everything's supposed to go because I've seen this a million times. But you're right. Modern day DVDs and such that you would see has Tony Perkins standing here in the house looming in the background. So that would probably be a more familiar cover to you. I'm giving this a 9 along with the ladies there.
I'm gonna tell you, I ranked the first one at the time because it was DuckTales. I didn't give a shit what it was. Who it was supposed to be homage.
Okay, so RDB, what do you give this?
I do like this. I love Trista Fortner's her art. Like I said, like Stray Dogs, and currently she's been doing the other one with Tony Fleek's Feral. It's great. It's like Aristocats. Like you said, like when I see stuff like this, it's I think of this Disney All Dogs Go to Heaven. It is great art, designs, everything. You can tell it's an old style because look at the font they use on the right side going down. So it is great. I'm gonna go 8 on it though.
Okay. And Glinzer goes 9 and correctly guessing it. A 10 from Rhaegar.
Only because I want the shower scene.
We have 7 from Michael, 7 from Ethereal. No, I don't think any of the posters do the shower scene.
I wonder about the negative space between the hound dog's head, the bottom of his head, and the top where it says Fleeks and Fosters. Was that mimicked in the movie poster too, or was it?
I honestly do not know. Huh.
Okay.
Then you can't read
I just came out of the shower and lost track of time, says MK. Just in time for this one. 7 from Joe, 7 from Jackson, and Cheapo Comics 2 and 3. Alrighty, let's see. We have an 8 from One Slick and a 6 from MK. Alrighty. Stray Dogs number 4, Simple Elegant, sells the book, score a Psycho 10. Alrighty, and Dan Pixel, do you have super COVID? Maybe if we had the posters to compare it to, order to judge the homage.
Honestly, if they're side by side.
I don't have all of them, but my original. Do I have any of them? Did I erase them? Oh shit! My original concept for the thumbnail was to just put all of the movie posters.
Did you?
But then it looked so cluttered. But I could do that. Dun, 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 dun.
Like I said, like have them next to each other, and you can compare what it is, and so trying to guess. Because if you don't recognize it,
yeah, but it's by the way, the negative space is there, and it wasn't the house. It was.
It's. I agree. No, but when it comes like the posters, like I don't really know a lot of older movie stuff. I don't pay attention to cover stuff. So like I wouldn't be able to know what it is. It's not a knock on the art, you know. It's just
the whole thing is I was thinking we just judge it on the art. I didn't,
that's what I was gonna do. Yeah, I don't, like I said, like
not necessarily the how accurate it is as far as
that looks nothing like Norman Bates.
Yeah, I know that dog has no resemblance to Norman Bates.
That dog's not going to heaven. Wait a minute.
That's Bolto.
Wrong movie, but yeah. Why is this not recognizing?
It's not a JPEG, probably.
No, it is.
I don't know.
No, never mind. I was looking in the wrong folder. Okay, I can't do side by side, but
no, yeah, obviously, yeah.
But I'll pop it out. That's the original.
Look at that.
It is okay.
I don't mind doing this because I love the movies.
It looks like the dog.
It's just I'll tell you what, but it will take a little bit more time. All right, let's get the cover
Yeah.
back up.
But gee, if the dog was in a bra, I would have figured it out.
I know, right? That was the whole problem. Not necessarily. Like here, Pixel said, I did see Hitchcock's the dogs though. No, you didn't. I get what you're saying. Okay, yeah, because the birds. All right, there we go. Va 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 Voom, is he here? Did he score it? Va Va Voom is in Janet Lee. Yeah, Janet Lee was a looker when she was younger. All right, let's get this down and I'll put in the stop and we'll. Alrighty, get that. And we will start with Eric this time. And I will go on a movie poster hunt. And let me put in the go for 3. Go for 3. Ooh. And Eric, if you will start us off on a poster that I'm sure RDV will absolutely recognize.
Is it Power Rangers? No.
This is Grayson number 8.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know what Choppy Chop movie this is an homage to, and I don't care. This is an awesome cover. It's a 10.
I know it's still an awesome. That's what I want you guys to rate this on. Is it an awesome cover? Doesn't care. I don't care if it's a.
Yeah. So where did the Stray Dogs cover go to?
Stray Dogs was Psycho.
No, but where did it go though? Where did it go?
Like an 8 or 7.
Oh, I'll figure that out later. Let's just keep going here. Okay. Yeah. Eric?
Yeah, you think already went.
Set a 10, and then let's go to RDV.
Yeah, looking at this, I guess it's is it Way of the Dragon or the Fist or Enter the Dragon? I can't remember what it is. It's one of the Bruce Lee
You're
movies.
close. You're very close. It's Enter the Dragon.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to enter inside the dragon. That'd be weird. Yeah, this is cool. I'll go 10 as well.
Alrighty, and how about you, sisters?
Oh yeah, this is ridiculous.
I know cool when I see it, and that is a lot of cool right there.
This is really cool. It's a 10.
Yes, 10.
Alrighty.
Okay, Pixel, bring us down.
After I read all of the scores off, then I'll show you the original movie poster. Pixel, what do you think?
I think this is very good. I'll go 8. I'm sorry. It's very cool. I understand that, and it's very intriguing, but there's something about it that's like missing to me. With how it's drawn. So I'm going.
Is it a naked woman? Like, you are harsh on covers anyway. What is that? Well,
LK is not here. Somebody has to fill in.
That's
there
right.
You go. Okay.
I am today.
There you go.
You gotta be. But I'm cranky. So there we go.
All right.
I'm going very good. I'll go 8.
Okay, so we have an 8 from Pixel. We've got a 9 from Glinzer. MK correctly guessing the poster is Enter the Dragon. 8 from Joe. Alrighty. And we have MK. Haha, Joe, I had the same idea. I think this is Enter the Dragon, says Michael, and he gives it a 10. It's a really cool. Oh, by the way, I skipped myself again. 10 from me, too. Alrighty. 10 from MK saying really cool. And then we have 10, great details and great homage, says Cheapo Comics. And then we have a 10 from Rhaegar and a 10 from One Slick. This is very recognizable, he says. And then Maranya, Grayson, I would have expected more of a Bond movie poster homage. Given the book, this Bruce Lee homage is still great, though. Score a Grayson Dragon 10. By the way, I think he did have a James Bond. This is the one I picked. So, yeah. And I don't know if I even kept it in the rejects, because when I saw this, there was no other Grayson picks.
In that first half second, he popped it up. I'm like, oh, it's Temple Doom at first.
Right. Let's see. Pixel hasn't had his prune juice confirmed. By the way, prune juice is good, but I hate that it makes you poop. 8 is a little cluttered, but maybe the original is too. I know I've seen it, but it's been a while, says Jackson. All right, and we got an 8 from that one. Flat out, guys, we've got, hold on, let me get the stop on this. Stop. And don't vote right away, but I'm just going to immediately put the go for 4. So there we go. All righty. Oh, nope, I had it in the same. Fuck it. There you go. Go for 4. All righty, let's get this down, and I'll get the what you call it's for both this one and the last one. Okay, Stray Dogs was had 2 6s knocking out those 2 10s. Now we got 5 7s taking out 4 9s and 1 8, leaving 1 8, and we have 2 8s. Okay, we're not just looking for a 10 this time around. We're looking for even a 9. Alrighty, let's pop that up here.
It would be fun if little guys are rappelling down the side of the Grayson comic where the cast from Darkwing Duck.
Well, this, by the way, has 3 8s, 1 9 trying to fight 11 10s, ladies and gentlemen. In our third cover, we have a 10. All right, 3 out, and we get our first 10. That is pretty good. And that was Eric, right? And so Pixel, once again, try to guess the movie, but the cover is to Incredible Hulk. Number 46.
What in the world?
I got that so fast.
And of course, rate it.
I am I'm missing the movie. What movie is this supposed to be?
Oh, that's the whole thing. You just try to guess. I'm not telling until somebody guesses proper.
I could go ahead and guess, but I don't have it. But it's very intriguing. I think that this is really cool. That face, the Hulk's face in the distance. I think that's what it is. I'm gonna go. Let's go 9.
All righty. And how about you, RDV?
So it's not Apocalypse Now?
It is Apocalypse Now.
Oh, I
Yes.
asked before. You know what I'm saying? All right. I guess that's not supposed to be Bruce Banner on the left, is it?
I don't know. I haven't read this.
Because Bruce Banner isn't bald like that, unless it's the Mandarin with glasses. He's
Actually, he was. No, this is the Bruce Jones run. He was bald in Bruce Jones run.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, he looks like John Cryer. I can't unsee it now. When my Uncle Lex gets me angry. I'm like, if you get past the weird floating heads, it looks like Ming, and then you get down the little floating city. It's like it's kind of cool.
Floating city.
I mean, is that supposed to be the raft? What is that supposed to be? Like what prison is that?
They're in the you know what? I'll show off the poster in just a little bit. I still have to show off the other poster too, but yeah. What do you rank it?
I'm ranking it about an 8.
Okay.
It's just too muddled as far as the red and everything.
Okay. And how about you, sisters?
I think this is neat. It seems
Intense
to be,
font.
Huh?
Intense font.
Yeah, it is a pretty cool font. It's a neat layout, and I like the painting. The brushwork is all really nice. Of course, kind of spoiled to having more definition in the levels of color, but clearly they're going for something here. So I can't. It looks like he's walking up to a floating end city, and I guess that's interesting.
Floating city.
Floating head city.
Oh, there you
Oh
go.
my goodness. That's big-headed. I will give this. I think I'll give this a 9. Yeah.
Alrighty. And Melissa?
Yeah, I think some of the details are but it is definitely so. It is very, very impactful. Color shading, the drama, the font. 9 for me too.
All right, we got 2 9s. How about with you, Eric?
I give the cover a 10. I give the interior about a 3. Hated it.
Really? Oh,
Yep.
Not a big fan. So we got 2 9s and a 3 already. What's going on here? All right. And Pixel started us off, so it's my turn. So we've got 2 9s. And that's 1, 2. Not that one. Not that one. We got 1, 2, and then we've got a 10, and Pixel gave it a 9 as well, right?
Yes.
Okay, and Pixel, or nope, okay, it's me, and I love this one. I'm giving it a 10 because that is just pure awesome. And yes, it does bear a strong resemblance to its original. Okay, there you go. 1, 2, 3. All righty. So something's going on where I cannot get any more of these downloaded. So I do apologize for that, guys.
Right?
Yeah, it's just weird. My computer's been screwing up a lot recently, and I don't know. All right, let's move on so I can get everybody else's grades. It seems like I'm doing a lot too much other than what I'm supposed to be doing. So here we go. 10 from Jackson. Apocalypse Now, guesses Eric and Boyd. All righty. And so does Garth. Hi, Garth. How you doing? Feel free to vote what you think. 1 is god-awful. 2 is horrible. 3 is very bad. 4 is bad. 5 is, it doesn't really affect you one way or the other. 6 is average. 7 is good. 8, very good. 9, awesome. 10, super awesome. All righty. Ethereal says 7. And then we have a 9 from Glinzer. All righty. And then we have, let's see, I have no idea what movie this is, referencing 12 Monkeys. Nope. 7 and 7 from Joe and Cheapo. Alrighty, 1 to 2. And then Michael Taylor correctly guessing Apocalypse Now. One Slick Dude and MK both say 8. Alrighty, and then we've got a 10 from, God damn it. I did it again. Oops, I did it again. Let me go over that again.
I play with your heart.
Let me do that one more time because I just upped the scores to enter the dragon.
I run.
Jackson Raykirk said 10. Gotcha. Okay. Ethereal says 7 and Glinzer says 9. 7 and 9. Alrighty. Then we have a 7 and a 7 from Eric and Boyd and Joe. Alrighty. 1 and 2. And then we've got an 8 and an 8 from One Slick and MK. Alrighty, there we go. Next up, okay, we have Michael Taylor with a 10. And then we have a 7 from Rhaegar. Alrighty, we are cooking with gas. I'm actually not making mistakes now. Oh, I didn't know Bruce Jones did a run. I might have to check it out. Let's see, it's a Vietnam era war flick. It's also before my time, says Rhaegar, and it's really good. Maranya says, Incredible Hulk, great monochromatic cover. Not sure if the cover sells the book well, but it hits the movie poster homage factor well. Score an Apocalypse 9. All right. And we have, I can see Bixby in that face. The size of the file overlay might be too big for maybe. Yeah, Garth Whitley is saying 9 already. It's referencing about 7 billion monkeys. Yeah. Okay. Actually, let's see if I can find it here because I can't download it. So this is the original that it was going off of with Marlon Brando and Martin Sheen. And the floating city is taking the place of a bridge.
You've got the
Floating city.
You've got the
bridge.
the cover still up so we can't see the poster.
I'm making a lot of mistakes.
There we go. Oh, look at that. Huh.
Yep.
So that's pretty
cool composition.
And the one I didn't show also was the Enter the Dragon. And that's
I just want to tell Jackson. Yeah, Bruce Jones did a run on that book, but he did not do a run on the Hulk because the Hulk was almost
he was barely in that shit. Yeah. That is
he did give us Amadeus Cho when the character was cool. That's about the only thing about that run.
Alrighty. And I do believe it is my turn. All right, so let me get the that one down. And I still am not going to tell you what this is all about here. You guys have to guess. I know because, of course. So I got to tell you, one, I dig the monster faces in the back. I like the creature. I like the werewolf. The mummy is really looking good. Dracula, of course, and Frankenstein. The kids on the car. A little bit weird faces on the blonde guy, but I think this really does work as an homage cover. And I think it's for the mall. You know there's going to be kids involved. You know there's going to be teens involved. I think it works to sell this book quite a bit. I'm giving this a 9. RDV, what do you think?
Wow. Mod Squad.
Close.
Not this kid, not Monster Squad.
Yeah, this is Monster Squad.
With the kids, though, it's a Mod Squad, though. Wow. Never heard of them all before. This must be very independent comic book.
Yeah, once I saw it though with the Monster Squad, I got it because I know a lot of
gosh.
Yeah, a lot of you kids, a lot of you 90s kids grew up on this shit.
They got Sloth from the Goonies to play Dracula. That head is really long. I'm going 6. This is really weird.
Alrighty.
I understand what they're going for. If they had a better artist, it'd probably be better. But I love.
Okay. What about?
I'll just say this real
ahead.
quickly. The best thing about the entire book is behind the head floating heads, and it is just the moonlight and the cloud going across the sky.
Okay. What do you think, sisters?
I wish I knew a little bit more about the origin of this particular book, because I mean, I think the artists worked really hard on it. I'm sure they did. And I hate to judge it on technicalities when someone did the best that they could, right?
Right.
Hammer him.
Yeah. Just now you get to destroy them. Yes.
Wait, I heard you saying hammer. Horror.
It's I think they did their best. I don't know the movie offhand. Like I said, I don't know a lot of movie posters. I'm sorry.
Oh
But
my gosh, Amy, I would even recommend this for you. It is.
Really?
It is actually a kids film with the monsters in it. It's a horror movie for kids.
Oh, okay. So kind of spooky, but not too spooky. Good Halloween movie.
It's like Hocus Pocus.
Fangs.
Oh, okay.
What were you saying, Eric?
Said Goosebumps with fangs.
Exactly. Yeah.
There you go. I think 7. Is
Yeah,
7
I was
good?
thinking
Right.
7.
Yeah, a 7.
Okay, and then we have Eric.
Okay, I'm looking at this, and I see the monsters. I mean, yeah, they kind of look a little bit okay, but it doesn't. The art's not particularly impressive. The kids on the car, it looks like they're going for like a late '80s, early manga look.
Uh-huh.
And I just don't know if the two mesh well, and but it's kind of cool. So I guess I'm going to go 7.
Okay. And how about you, Pixel?
I'm going to go 5. I don't think this is a good cover at all. I don't care if it's an homage. It's not good. It's really, really, it's beyond meh. It's just bad.
I just think
I would look at this and I would laugh. You think I'm buying that? No, not at all.
All righty. Now, let's see. Let's go to the chat, and we've got 5 from Rhaegar. We've got 4 from Cheapo. All righty. So this time around, Pixel's not the lowest score.
How low can you go?
Then we've got Joe correctly guessing Monster Squad as well. 8 from Glimser and 6 from Jackson, as well as Ethereal. So 2 6s and an 8. Alrighty, and let's see. There's that 8, and boom. Okay, 2 6s and an 8. We've got Michael Taylor 9. Nice art and colors. Alrighty, and that's a 9 on there. So far, no 10. We have 7 from Garth Whitley. Already. Oh wait, yeah, there was. I just didn't mark it down. Let's see. 8 monsters are cool, says Wolfman's got nards. That is the famous line from the movie. 8 monsters are cool, says Joe. So let's give it an 8. And then MARANYA, the mall, on its own merits, this is an average cover. Doesn't sell the book, not to me. Good concept, average rendering. Score it a mall 7. Alrighty. And let's see. The Night Sky has done well, says Michael Taylor. And One Slick says 6. Alrighty, they're in a haunted house, Amy and Melissa, and the Wolfman comes after them, and one of the kids gets cornered, and their friends go, "Kick him in the nards!" He goes, "Wolfman doesn't have nards. Kick him in the nards!" And he kicks him, and that's that. He just stops and goes, "Oh my God, Wolfman's got nards!" And that was the famous line from it. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad they managed to escape the Wolfman.
It is a fun movie. Yes. Anyway, MK says, "I'll say 9. Is this Night Break?" No, it's Monster Squad. All right, there we go. Let's get the stop. Okay, am I the only person that liked Monster Squad? Maybe that's it. Let me get this one down, and let's see.
Oh, look at that.
This is the movie poster.
Oh, wow. Sorry.
I forgot I was still sharing that because I actually popped that up. So.
Oh. Interesting. I think I suppose the person wasn't using this as inspiration for the design of their characters, because the costuming isn't quite reflective of
it's a bit different. Yeah.
Yeah. But
okay.
Nice,
yeah, it's pretty cool though.
It is. It is.
I think everybody would agree though that the movie poster is better than the cover.
Yes. Yeah.
All righty. We have 1-4 taking out that 1-10, 2 5s taking out 2 of the 3 9s, 4 6s wiping out the other 9, 1 of the 8s, and 1 of the 5 7s. This is a 7, ladies and gentlemen. All righty. Let me go down, pick this up, and we will say again.
That guy has a pink shirt. That brings it up.
And did I? Apocalypse Now was 4 taking down 4 of the 6 10s, and then we have 2 8s taking out the rest, leaving 9s because I just realized I didn't do Apocalypse Now. So the Incredible Hulk, excuse me, that was a 9. Now let me go find the mall cover. Here we are. Alrighty. And that so far is the worst of the night. Here we go. And I think we are back to RDV with number 6. Alrighty. I'm really curious because I like I said, I did a lot of older movies. Here, let me get rid of this one. Here, okay. I did a lot of older movies. I don't know if you're going to guess this one, RDV. I think Eric might, but we have Harley Quinn, number 16.
Jailhouse Rock.
Hey, he got it right off. There you go.
Of course, look at her legs, the way they're, yeah. That's how Elvis walked. He had broken knees.
There you go. All righty. There's the start in the chat.
Kind of like anticlimactic, though. I thought there would have been more like in the background other than just that. I guess I'll go 7. I'm not liking her design.
Okay. And how about you, ladies?
I like the font. I like the colors and the broad shapes that are used in it. Maybe I can compare it to the original poster. But I can't help that makes it interesting as a piece of graphic art, but it doesn't make it a particularly good drawing. So the question is, does that make it a good cover? Because but this is what it's supposed to be. Okay, so here's the poster.
They're on the
All right, it's oh my goodness. All right, man, did they do anything with their rendition? Let's see.
The mallet. They added the mallet in there.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, this is. Oh Lord. Okay, so this is a fairly middling, honestly, a pretty weak drawing. Honestly, it's not good. I mean, the graphic artist did a good job, but the illustrator, yeesh. How about 5? Maybe 6? What's 6?
It's up to you.
Okay, I'm gonna say
6.
5.
6 is average. 5 is met. Doesn't do anything. 6 is average.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I would say probably 5. I could give it 6 for the graphic artist. But I don't know.
What about you, Melissa?
Let's see. I also kind of feel like Harley Quinn, the pose and everything, it just doesn't feel like
5.
inspired.
Yeah.
It doesn't. You don't really get the idea for what the energy of what this what's being done. It doesn't make sense for her to be doing that.
Right.
Okay, I understand the tribute, but like alone, but even by itself, like Elvis is performing.
Right.
Harley is also it's kind of an unfortunate. For me, it's a little unfortunate. Looking at it from a distance, the shadow on the upper lip, it makes it look like she has a Hitler mustache.
Yeah, the mouth.
You have to look really close. Yeah.
Oh no.
All right.
Which is even more jarring. And
What do you score this? I did not even notice the Hitler mustache on Harley Quinn. What do you score this though?
I think a 5.
4.
A 5.
I'll go 4. This is
Okay, so you're dropping to 4 and a
gets.
5 for Melissa. All right. Eric.
Zach just DM'd me and said, "Can you score a 10 for him?"
All right. What do you think?
I get all the points that were just made, but this is how Elvis looked in the poster. It was easily recognizable. And even though I can't stand Harley Quinn, I'm going to pretend like that's a character that does not suck in that pose.
Yeah.
And I'm going to give it a 9.
All
It's the
right.
Amanda Connor cover, isn't it?
I'm sorry.
I don't know who did the cover for that.
It's Amanda Connor and her
It
husband.
says
too.
Amanda Connor.
Yeah,
And
so
Jimmy Fallon,
I imagine they did their own covers when they did their runs.
Yeah, but I don't know that they did the variants also.
Oh, is this a variant? Okay, I thought it was.
Well, yeah, because and I'm honestly, if I thought it was if her boobies had been like way bigger, then I would have been quicker to think it was Amanda Connor.
Well, they're bigger than what they are currently right now.
Well, anything you can see is bigger than they're allowed to do now.
All right, so what do you score? Oh wait, I got your score. All right, Pixel.
I'm going to 6. This is not great. It's not a great homage. It's trying to be that, but it's not a good version of trying to be that. So it's a 6. That's kind. I'm being very kind.
You're being better. You're being nicer to it than the Lester sisters, and they're usually the easy mark.
Oh.
Alrighty. Here's the thing. As a homage to one of the posters, the original movie poster has this scene about like that big at the bottom, but this was it became, it's an Elvis movie, and that it became iconic, so they made a movie poster featuring that one scene. Everything you say is right. The one thing I'm going to point out, Harley Quinn is a very colorful character, and I think it was a bold and actually interesting take to make everything around her colorful, but she's black and white, just like Elvis was in the original movie. So for that, I've got to give an extra point to it. So it gets 1. I'm just kidding. It wasn't that bad, but I will give it an 8. Alrighty. All right, let's go to the chat where Glinzer's giving it a 7. Garth right away says Jailhouse Rock 7. So we got Garth, Glinzer, 1 Slick, giving it 3 7s there. 1, 2, and 3. And Michael Taylor says, yes, Jailhouse Rock. Rhaegar says that's a 4. Joe gives it an 8, and Jackson gives it a 7, and Michael gives it an 8, saying cool cover. And MK says another movie I've never saw, and he gives it an 8. So we have a 4, 2 8s, or 3 8s, and a 7. Let's just make it 2 4s.
And how dare Jackson Roykirk go ahead and insult Lucille Ball like that?
There's no reason to insult the funniest woman ever to have lived. Jailhouse Rock 4 says ethereal. And then Maranya says Harley Quinn, Jailhouse Rock homage. Could have been done better. Good concept. Average rendering. Cover artist belongs in jail. Score a Harley 7. Alrighty. Lower my score to a 7, says Michael. And then we have poor Zach not even here, and he still gets razzed. Yeah, that is the way of things. Let's see. When Eric said boobies the way he said it, it was perfect. I didn't get much sleep last night. Okay. You skipped me. Did I? I thought I included you in the 4s. Yeah.
I thought you included him too.
Yeah, I did. I included your 4. Let's see. We've got 4-4. Oh, let me take this down and then I'll get to the score. Oh, and since we're here, this was the original, or this wasn't the original, but this is the poster that ended up being the famous one. But if you the way it actually was originally was this.
Oh,
With that scene right on the bottom, really tiny, like, yeah.
And then they redid it to the version you showed. Of course.
Well, Elvis was absolutely a great singer, but he wasn't exactly a proven music or movie star at that point. We have 4 4s taking on 1 9 and 3 of those 4 8s. And then we've got another 8 being taken down by a 5 and a 6. So now we're 1 8 versus 7 7s. You know, for as fun as I'm having with this one, these covers are not getting good scores. We have 1 9. Well, I guess so. This is good. 8s are very good. There we go. We're just used to sometimes getting higher things. Here we go. All right. Let us. Who was next? That was RDV, right? So, ladies, you have Mars Attacks Red Sonja #1.
Oh wow! What in the world? I don't know.
Those are fun colors.
This isn't Mars Attacks. This is Attack of the 50-Foot Woman.
Yeah, that is the movie. Yes.
Yeah, this is really cool. I mean, it's strange, but I mean, that's still pretty cool. The buildings and the little spaceships and everything and little cars, and it seems like a good homage to the cover. It's really funny. I don't know. I like it. I'll give it a 10. That's pretty cool.
I think I'll do the same. It's
all right. And how about you, Melissa?
Yeah, I mean, the perspective and the designs and everything and in the world is very impressive. Excellent lighting, composition. It feels like a really cool album cover.
Yeah.
Well, let me get the go for everybody. Go for, what are we on? We are on 7. All right. Sorry about that. What do you give it, Melissa?
I think I'll give it a 10 as well. It's like this.
All right.
Yeah.
Eric.
No, this is just not good. Even though it's perfect in every way, I'm cranky and I'm going on.
I think he's calling you out there.
10.
All righty, and Pixel, what do you say?
Other than Breen, I was going to rate this a fucking 10. How about that? Fun. Anytime you throw a giant woman there, you're going to catch my attention. But here, it's great. It's you have a futuristic city with a woman in chainmail, bikini armor. It's a 10. My God. Like Rhaegar says right here, Eric sounds more like Pixel. More like LK than Pixel.
Well, I can't make myself sound that young.
How dare you, sir? Especially right now. I don't know what's up with my voice, but that's where it's at.
Well, you are sounding kind of manly tonight.
Okay, so let's see. RDV, what do you give this one? Okay, well, I'll go on it. I'll go on ahead. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
I was trying to figure out what the hell it is. I guess.
Well, the comic book is Mars Attacks Red Sonja.
Yeah.
But the movie is the Attack of the 50-Foot Woman.
I
Mars
guess.
Attacks the 50-Foot Woman.
I mean, I like the city.
Mm-hmm.
The
city.
Yeah, those guys are screaming. They're that close to her chest. They're probably cheering.
Except for the ones going,
I'll go 9.
All right.
It is a weird crossover. I hated these crossover covers.
Okay, I loved it. By the way, when you suggested we do movie homage covers, this was what I thought of first. I remember I bought this series based on that cover. I love Attack of the 50-Foot Woman. I love the Attack of the Colossal Man. Those were some of my favorite schlocky 1950s horror films. And when I saw this cover, I was like, yes, I need this in my life for as long as it takes me to sell it in my auction.
Michael
But,
Taylor, I had no idea. I thought she was wearing pants. I didn't realize she just shared, whatever reason.
No, well, yeah, no,
Yeah.
she's wearing her metal bikini. One thing I just noticed though is that she is crushing a monorail, or is that a spaceship of some sorts with her foot?
Oh yeah.
That was
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of carnage. Oh, okay, so it's Mars attacks a 50-foot or Red Sonja, but Red Sonja is on Mars attacking them in this cover. Already,
Well,
I mean,
the
that is so cool. I mean, that's why you get the mushroom houses in the background. It looks like the Jetsons here, and all the Martians are running around. This is a fantastic number 10. This is absolutely a 10.
You know what it is? She stepped on the cloud blobs.
Right, that's horrible. Glinzer says 10 as well. And Michael, oh, hold on. Yeah, if you guys voted before the start, please put it after the start. I apologize for the tardiness on that. Glinzer says 10, as well as Michael Taylor. Very cool poster, details of color. Alrighty. And then we have a 9 from Rhaegar and Joe. Next up, we have Attack the 50-Foot Woman, says Ethereal. Give it an 8. And we have Eric, sounds more like LK than Pixel. And 9 colors a bit wonky to me, but still looks great, says Eric and Boyd. Alrighty. And then we have my favorite cover so far, says Michael. Maranya, Red Sonja, Attack the 50-Foot Woman, the cover homage. Does it fit the story inside the book? Don't know. No. Well-rendered details. Danny cover overall scores this a Sonja 10. Alrighty. Yes, the Attack of the 50-Foot Woman. My dad showed me this as a kid. 10. Also, Pixel sounds like me when he wakes up. So he says you have a very deep voice when you wake up there, Pixel.
Well, I'm glad that it
Holy
this
crap.
is the only time that I have a deep voice. So.
That's not Pixel. That's
Why is her one leg blacked out? Because the rest of her body is blocking her from blocking that leg from the sun, and the build shapes behind her butt are a little bit suggestive. All right, we got an 8. And let's see. This is why I rated it a 9, says Rhaegar. Akak, step on me. Giant Red Sonja. I can't even imagine a more deeper and raspier voice. Do heads keep popping up? Let me see. If okay, so anybody I missed? Glinzer got in there. So did he? Jackson Raykirk, did he re-vote? And Glenn didn't. So, okay, Jackson and Glenn didn't re-vote. So I'll put their scores down. Jackson had a 10 and Garth had Garth had a 9. So
Garth 10.
1 10 and 1 9. All righty. Let me get this down and we shall score it. Okay. Stop. And then we have the go for 8. But before we go for 8, go for 8. Alrighty. For this one, though, we have 2 8s and 5 9s trying to fight off 9 10s. Ladies and gentlemen, our second 10 of the evening. Just by a couple, but it is.
That
Alrighty.
counts.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen. Shall we take a break since we are at the halfway point?
Okay.
And let's see. I need some horror comics.
Huh.
Tom King.
Okay. Yeah, let's see. What'd you say?
What are you asking for?
Horror.
I need some horror comics.
I mean,
I just kind of left it open, but figured if you guys wanted to suggest something.
Dracula,
Marvel Chillers.
All right, we can return to Tomb of Dracula, and what was your Chamber of Horrors?
Well, that's not what I said. That the Chamber of Chills was the ones that do that. I was saying Marvel Chillers.
Marvel Chillers, isn't that more of a superhero title, Larry?
I don't know.
What's that?
Marvel Chillers, is that a
Yeah,
horror?
Marvel Chillers was only 7 issues. First 2 were Madrid, and the rest of them were Tiger.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Hey, wait,
yeah.
no, Journey into Mystery, the original Journey. You and I talked about this already.
Wasn't that
RDV.
Marvel Tales though? The 50s?
Okay, you know what? I'll put in Journey into Mystery, the original, and then I'll also put in Marvel Tales.
I thought
The
it was
original.
Marvel Tales. We had the guy with the street.
Yeah, we're talking about Golden Age here, guys. We're not talking about Spider-Man reprints. We're talking about Marvel Tales of the Golden Age, and I need one more. What is a Golden Age DC comic, maybe?
I don't know, but we've got a Vault of Evil being suggested as well.
Okay, Vault of Evil.
I've never heard of that.
Of Evil.
There's also Crypt of Shadows.
Well, I've got it. So here we go. The poll is up, ladies and gentlemen. So by all means, pick out which one you want us to do. It will be done in October.
Who is this most famous poll that I must meet?
Exactly.
Will be a Frenchman and a
I've
German.
already done the first 2 weeks of of October. So this will be in the later weeks of October. But there
You're
you
in
go.
the future.
I am already in the future. I think I'm going Marvel
Tell
Tales.
me, what is the first 2 weeks of October like?
Cold. Way too cold for a Floridian like me. But yeah, I remember looking at those Marvel Tales. Those were cool. I am so trying to influence.
Have you looked at the weather app and see what the lows are going to be for next week for you?
No, I have not. I'm assuming it's going to be a nice, comfortable.
I'm going into 43s.
While we have this moment, I want to go ahead and thank Amy for writing earlier that when I did wake up and jumped over here, that I didn't miss any more of my J. Jonah Jameson lines for my reading earlier on the Geek Up show. I just want to go ahead.
Yeah. Well, at the very least, you got your job done, sir.
I did get my job done, and then I passed out.
You did a great job.
Black Spiders is here. Hello. And then we have I've got Michael Myers and I've got Jason covers MK. I started to do Freddy, but they all suck. I mean, they are all bad.
What about Freddy versus Jason versus Ash?
Yeah, no. That's only like 5 books anyway.
You know what I saw earlier?
Yeah,
you know what I saw earlier? I saw somebody go ahead and they made a joke. They said that Jason Voorhees' pronouns are she, her. I got a good.
That is stupid funny. Yeah.
Yes.
All right, let's get this party back on track here, and let's see. We just finished number 7, so that would have been me, RDV. Ladies. This is very appropriate because when Eric said he wanted to do movie covers, he suggested Deadpool, the Merc with a Mouth, and this is issue number 6.
Ah.
Eric, you start.
Maybe you have to replace their remotes.
This is definitely a 10.
We got a 10.
I'm not sure that they're not all 10 from this particular miniseries.
There were some great ones. This one just stood out to me. And you know my rule, I only take one, but this was pretty good. All right, next up, I believe after you was Pixel, right?
Pixel Sparks.
Hi, I'm Pixel. I'm gonna go 9. I think this is pretty awesome in the fact that the homage is really great. Listen, though, it's Deadpool. I'm not looking for an alien homage with Deadpool. So it's not super awesome. It's pretty awesome just because of how it's executed, but I don't think it could fit. So
there is nothing that would get me to buy a Deadpool book. So I'm not going to grade mine on that one at all. All right, what do you do? What do you suggest there, RDV? What do you score it?
Well, because it is a Deadpool, I would suggest it. The funny thing is, the first one out of my head was, it's Venture Brothers. No, the giant Flint skull. is it supposed to be Wolverine? Yeah, color scheme's off for Deadpool. I'll go 8.
All right, ladies.
Well,
Teeth, they're not blocks.
yeah, it's well, it's kind of funny as a tribute to the Aliens movie poster. In this case, I'd have to fault it kind of on its graphic art capacity because the fonts and the overall layout really don't line up with what made that poster. Well, what made that poster? And since it has so much negative space and very few elements in it, you really have to mind those details. So it's really not well executed in that respect. I can't, the painting's weird, but I mean, I guess it's supposed to be a joke, and I guess that's supposed to make it funny. It's probably fine if you like that kind of thing. But I really wish they would have keyed in on the graphic art a bit more, because that's really important to that cover and wouldn't have been that hard to duplicate. I'm not sure how they missed that. Honestly, I'd hate to fault something for something like graphic art, but there's very little else in it, and I can't say much for the painting or for the photo mirror texture on the wall. So, probably like a 5.
Okay. And how about you, Melissa?
Okay, I laughed.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it's based on what can hear you cuss. That was that. I don't know. This kind of brought some. Just kind of silly kind of humor that for kids and stuff. That was fun. He got the glowing light that caught that part, the glowing ooze coming from the egg. That got caught very well.
So
The faces,
what do you score this?
I think I'll go 7.
All righty. And I go 8. And let's get to the chat. And Glinzer says 6. So does Ethereal Dragon. All righty. Watch the chest. I usually do. Joe says 9 already. And we have, I'm guessing the ladies will bow out of this one. Obviously not. Jackson says 10. Alrighty. And then we have Chucky does have some good ones, but Jason and Freddie, I don't remember much. Halloween has some creepy ones. Yeah, I got Halloween in Jason. 7, I don't know, says Cheapo Comics, and Ethereal correctly guessing Alien. And 10, very cool cover, great colors, says Michael. Alrighty, and we have 10 from MK. Reminds me of Blight. Kudos if you know from where he's from. Alrighty, and let's see. We have would you do heavy metal covers? I absolutely would do heavy metal covers. Batman Beyond, MK. Nope. One Slick says 7. Alrighty. And we have Black Spider saying 7 and Rhaegar saying 4.
And Michael dropping his score down to 9.
Okay.
I mean, if you rank it without the floating skull, just looking at the slime water, it's kind of weird.
There's some great coloring to it though. Deadpool Alien Homage, well rendered monochromatic cover, does sell this book. Not to me, good concept, average execution score, Deadpool 7 already. Let's see, change it to 9, and that's that. So let me get the stop, and we will figure this one out. And just for reference, ladies and gentlemen, there you go.
Right.
That's what that is supposed to be. Yeah. And yeah, the movie poster is better than the cover.
Yes. See?
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
Absolutely. Yeah, no doubt.
Okay. And then we are on go for 9, and that was Eric. And
that was
so
cool.
we are.
That's what that poster looks like. They're at a theater. The seats
Yeah.
down below.
All righty. Let me hide that, and we will go to 9. And this is Pixel. And this is Superman number 40, obviously the variant cover.
Okay.
Oh.
That car I can't forgive. I'm so sorry. Like, listen. I get that it's trying to homage something, and I like the I like the cover style. He
Mhm.
never a dude like this one. He's an alien from Krypton, man. Superman. I like all that. I like the girl leaning against the car. Superman, there's something weird about his style. But that car front is unforgivable. Look at how
It is, by the way. And
Shaft.
obviously, I'm not arguing. That is exactly what this is possibly the most accurate of all the covers.
Wow.
That car, I looked, I was like, wow, is it like that on the cover of on the movie poster?
Sure
This is possibly the most accurate movie poster homage
okay.
that we have.
Well, that I have to fault it because I don't remember that on the movie cover when I think of it. I think that this is I'm going to go ahead and still go an 8 because I the girl against the car, super fly. That's what it is, super fly.
See, I mean, it is exactly the same.
No, I still think that there's a big difference between the two.
The color is different.
The color is different, and I also think that the overall how it's executed in that first one, not the first one, in the Superfly poster is forgivable in a way that the movie goes ahead and does it. It's just not. So
okay.
Well,
anyway, you said what you're going to give it what?
8.
8. All right. How about you, RDV?
Yeah, turkey.
This might be a longer episode because we're talking about these a lot more. RDV.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, this is kind of cool. He's good because he's mentioning the costume of Superman. I was like, then I noticed, oh, it's Superman New 52.
Yeah, it's got the costume. Yeah.
Who is the artist?
It says C and nope. It doesn't say.
Jansen?
I have no idea. I didn't bring up art and all that kind of stuff yet.
I can't tell what it is by his boot. It's too small for me.
What do you score it?
I like it. I like it. They literally just took the actual cover and just put Superman in front of it.
I know, right? It really does look that way. It's well done. The only go on ahead. What do you score it?
Well, this is Injustice, right? No, no, I'm going 10 because it literally takes the exact thing. The concept. Now, if we were just ranking movie covers, I'd say the concept is really weird, but like all the negative space. But the fact it's copying the actual like homage, just like almost to the T.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel bad that Superman's gonna beat somebody with that chain, though.
I know, right? Okay, how about you, Lester's? What do you think?
This excels where the Deadpool cover really tripped up. It captures the graphic art flair of the original poster really well. I love that you can see the little daily planet on the cityscape in the background.
Nice touch.
That's such a nice little detail to kind of communicate where you are and what this is, but still stays really true to the original material. I like the brushwork. I can't, if you had anything to do with the layouts, you couldn't really criticize it because it worked with the movie. And I honestly think it worked anyway. So yeah, I like this. It's a lot of fun.
Oh my gosh. Do you notice look at the car hood ornament? It's his spaceship. It's scripted. Isn't
that great? Just lots of fun little details.
Clever.
Oh, that's right. The decal, the ornament is his rocket to Earth. That is awesome. What do you score, Amy and Melissa?
Oh, a 10. It's also in pink, which is great.
Yeah.
And Melissa?
The chrome effect and the colors. I admit, like even like at first, the fisheye lens effect on the car was jarring for me at first, but compared to the movie, it's like, okay, that's pretty faithful. It's just like they're being true to the source material. The chrome effect is delightful. Cityscape, it's very clever. It pulls together the movie poster, but still, everything makes sense in it. Still, so it's not tricky. It's well done. I give it a 10.
All righty. And how about you, Eric?
How can Superman be standing in front of that awesome ride, Pixel, when he's way back there fighting somebody too?
Yeah, I thought that as well. But is it the same thing in the background of this one? So
well, they can't tell there because the other guy doesn't have the awesome,
the
pimp
white
jacket.
Yeah, the pimp jacket. Yeah,
I love this cover. And I agree, this might be the most accurate one we've seen so far. So, well, that or Apocalypse Now, that was pretty spot on too.
That was pretty, yeah, that was pretty good too. Well, actually, I would put Enter the Dragon in. You know what? A lot of these have been accurate. I think Deadpool is the one that really stood out.
Yeah,
But I gotta give 10 on this.
did they
Alright.
fold his cape to mimic the jacket on the other one? Because it's kind of an unusual way to lay a cape, but if it's supposed to mimic the
Okay.
tails on the jacket, then that's
Speaking of folds, one of the things that amps this up to a 10 that not a lot of people know, because modern movie posters are sent to movie theaters in tubes. And by modern, I'd say it started in the early to mid 90s that they started sending posters in tubes. Before that, they sent them with a movie. Like if you got Jaws, and in a year there's going to be this movie Star Wars, they would come with the Star Wars poster would be folded up and put into the movie cases, or maybe even shipped by itself, but it would have been folded. If you look closely, there are folds drawn into this cover. That blew that right there. I was like, that's an extra 8 points. I don't care if this poster sucks. This is a 10 because they remembered for a 1970s up, like I said, up to probably about the early 90s, you would have a folded poster. That was an incredible detail. This deserves a 10. All right. And thus I give it. All righty. So second worst cover of the night, says Rhaegar. Marvel Tales has some great McFarlane cover. Yeah, but that's not what we were talking about. 5 from Black Spiders on this one. All righty. And not Shaft, they're cheapo. Superfly. 10, a great homage to Superfly, says Glinzer. Okie dokies. And then we've got 9, says Jackson Ricker. And then we have Shaft Superfly, Jackson getting it right. Superman Lover Q. He ain't no jive turkey, says Eric and Boyd, giving it an 8. Alrighty. And then let's see, 7 from Ethereal and a 7 from One Slick, saying Superman's costume lowers the score for me. Alrighty. A 6 from Rhaegar and a 7 from Joe. So we've got a 6 and then 3 7s. Alrighty, and MK, it's funny, earlier tonight, I watched someone do Aliens 3 versus Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines. They voted Aliens. I prefer T3. Aliens 3 versus Terminator 3, Terminator 3, hands down. I'll go 10 here. Also, the original poster, Snoop Dogg. Well, no, that's the remake of Superfly, but okay. He still goes 10 here. All righty, let's see. This cover makes you hear the pimp from the first movie. That's a bad outfit. Yo, Jim. Cover is by Dave Johnson, says One Slick. Maranya says Superman's Superfly homage. This homage doesn't sell the book well, in my opinion. Great rendering doesn't save it. Sadly, score a not so super 7. Alrighty, every party has a pooper. That's let's see, 10 super accurate to the original, says Michael Taylor. And we get she's a beauty, 1 in a million girls. And then Undead says 10. Yes, I see the fold creases. She's 1 in a million. And there you go. All right, let's get the stop on this. And if you have a late vote, please put it in there. Okay, but for now, we're going to drop this. And we have 1 5 and 1 6, taking out 2 of those 9 10s, 4 7s, and now we are down to 3 10s. We've got 2 8s, 1 9, just barely. This doesn't make the 10 area. This becomes a 9. All righty. There you go. Just missed it. Zoink. Oh, I didn't. Did I not score Deadpool? Or did I just did not move it? That one was 1 2 1. What was that? That was 1 4 and 1 5, taking out 2 of the 3 10s, and then we had 2 7s, which took out 1 of those, and then this was an 8. Okay, the alien was an 8. Oh my gosh, that Psycho is so much better than that Deadpool. Okay, and then we've got Superfly, and this goes to the 9s. Alrighty, here we go. And next up is, let's see, who was that? That was, oh, it's my turn. Okay, so let me put the go for 10 in the comments for everybody. Go for 10. Alrighty. And I get to do the thumbnail. This is Justice League of America, or Justice League America, number 27. Yeah. You know what? I'll do this. I've been saving it for the last, but here you go. I like everything about this. I love the fog, the black and white. It's amazing. The car actually has detail on it. The windows look good and old and rustic, and this is the original. So apparently the cover brings the image in a little bit. And I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. I'm loving this. I'm giving this a 10. The trade dress is in the way, but it's not really distracting. Yeah, this gets a 10 from me as well. RDV, what do you think?
I do like the kind of the gothic kind of like looking at the black and white, walking into what I guess I don't think it's a cemetery. It might be just be looking into somebody's like.
Oh no, it's an apartment complex.
Yeah, but like if you didn't know that, I mean, all the iron gates and stuff so kind of cool. We even have the guy from the New Mutants on the left, the yellow guy, the Flares guy. And there's a little old Aunt May on the right. 10.
All righty. How about you, ladies?
Yeah, I agree. This is very well done. I mean, of course, it has a good layout. They took it from a brilliant poster, but they did a good job with it. And the trade dress fits nicely into this dark space. And this
Good choice of font.
a good choice of font. It blends to go well with the layout the original poster had. It gets darker towards the top, so the trade dress fits there. It's nice. I don't have any odd with this. It's very interesting. I will give it a 10.
All righty. And how about you, Melissa?
Also 10. I did wonder. I mean, what's the story? Who is that in the front with the
That's
suitcase?
Amanda Waller.
Ah, okay. The bun. Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
It's not a Mr. Saturn in a
All righty. And okay, Eric, what do you think?
I was going to say, if she had only failed in this mission, we could have avoided absolute power.
I've avoided it quite nicely. Thank you, sir.
But this is, I've always loved this cover. This is as 10 as 10 gets.
All righty. And Pixel.
You know, I've seen The Exorcist 167 times, and it keeps getting funnier every single time I see it. But no, I think that this is really good. I'm going to go only because is that Amanda Waller?
Yes,
that's what I figured. I'm going to go 8 because it does a really great job of that. But Amanda Waller doesn't look like there's something about her shape which is just slightly off. I knew it was her, but her shoulders are way up to here. She's supposed to have some semblance of a neck. I'm sorry.
Not back then.
No, not then.
Not then. She didn't. They trimmed her down recently.
Oh, she's
listen. She might have a thick neck, but I read the original Suicide Squad run.
I've got it right over here.
Right after Crisis.
So did I. She was like 4'2".
Still, she had a neck.
She basically looks like
neck.
Danny DeVito, but intimidating.
Her neck.
All right.
Her shoulders are way far too up. So
we're gonna go to the chat, and Glinzer's giving it a 10. So is Undead Quinn. Ethereal correctly guessed Exorcist, and then One Slick, Ethereal Dragon, and Joe give it all 8s. And we've got a 9 from Jackson saying, I wouldn't have known because it's pulled in, but it's well done. And that it was pulled in. Yeah, I know. I didn't think so either. It's like, but when we did the side by side, it's like, oh yeah, okay. So we've got 3 8s, 1 9, 2 10s. Okay, let's go 3 8s, 1, 2, 3, 1 9, and 2 10s. Okay, next up we have Maranya saying Justice League of America or Justice League America. Exorcist homage, Amanda Waller equals the devil, confirmed. In this case, she would actually equal the priest. Great monochromatic cover that doesn't need the homage to make it great. Score of Justice 10. All righty, and then MK, not a big difference to the real poster. Give it a 10.
It's true.
And then Aunt May, who's about to die by a demon. And then we have 10, fantastic detail, pretty accurate to the original poster. Scariest movie I've ever seen, says Michael Taylor. All righty. It freaked me the f- out when I was a kid when I saw it on HBO. I'd get this just for the cover, says Undead Quinn. Amazing job on the fog. Pixel is a fan of Beetlejuice, I see. Who isn't? And I remember when in 52 Waller was skinny. I know that was stupid. And Black Spider gives this a 7. Let's get this a stop. And if you have a late vote, feel free to put it in there. And we will count it. And then I'm going to just go for 11 since this is the 10th cover. Oh, and Rhaegar voted 8. Looks like a lot less people voted this time. We had 10, 11, 14, 15 with Rhaegar's 8. And what we have are 5 8s, 1 9 going against 10 10s. But yeah, I actually have noticed, by the way, the number of voters have been dropping. So, you know.
Well,
It
it's
is
getting
what it
later
is.
at night. People are probably
No. For the episodes.
Mm.
It's like we're on our 6th season. And we're getting that we're over the though. There in just a little bit, a whole bunch of cast members are going to leave. All righty.
Did we jump the shark?
What?
Did we jump the shark?
Oh, well, that would mean we do something silly and stupid to bump up the ratings. So next week, we're going to be doing bad covers. Yeah. Actually, let's see. That was for me. And now we're on to number 11. And RDV, you are not going to know what to do with this cover. I promise you. Of everybody, I think RDV is going to hate this the most. And this is Justice League Unlimited.
Tribute to
number 10.
Wow. Gender flip Captain America.
No, that's Stargirl.
Just United or Unlimited?
United. I said Unlimited. It's United.
Yeah.
Give me
Wow,
just a
Supergirl.
second and I'll have the referenced movie poster.
It fits Supergirl. She has a big head.
Oh.
John Jones wearing a space helmet is ridiculous. That's so weird.
Well, once again, there's a reason.
I know. Yeah. I hate the movie, but I can laugh at this cover.
Yeah.
I'll go 9.
Okay, we got a 9 from RDV. What about the Lester sisters? Oh, and by the way, if you give me just a second, this is the reference. Mars Attacks.
Oh.
Yeah.
There you go.
All righty.
Wow. Oh. Can you go back again?
Yeah.
It's. Huh. How badly did the artist lift this to do this drawing? Because, yikes. Oh, man. Is this a good artist, like typically, or do we not know anything about this artist?
Well, it's Jeff Lemire with Neil. It doesn't say who does the cover, though.
Okay.
I'm looking at the Stargirl's her hair. It looks like something I could do.
Well, yeah, it's a bouffant.
Oh, it's a bouffant. I understand. I just like the quality of the color and
rendering.
the color.
Mars Attacks was based on a 1950s set of trading cards, I believe. And so they wanted to get that aesthetic in there.
Then maybe they went back to even like a more primitive trading card.
That's true. Maybe if we looked at their source material, maybe this roughly was the quality of those cards. In which case, you don't want to judge them too harshly. It's like mission accomplished.
Right. If it was supposed to look bad, then they did it very well.
Right.
Right. Good for them, I guess. I think I'll give it a 6.
maybe.
All
Yeah.
right.
They did a good job at parodying that cover, but holy smokes, it looks like they didn't do very well, or they weren't
Well,
capable of it.
you got to be honest to yourself, right?
Yeah.
Melissa, what do you give?
6 or 7. I guess I'll go with 6 because I mentioned, like the head behind me, the Buffon is with the hairlines are laid and the shading, the highlighting. It looks like something I would do, and I'm not very good, so it's just like it's given the brand associated with it. To see art of roughly my caliber, especially finished art,
Right.
of something approximately my caliber is surprising. It's like in an indie book, it's like you might be
It would be, if it were an indie book, you wouldn't think anything of it, but for one of the big ones, it's kind of like, oh,
So
you guys need
what do you score it there, Melissa?
I think I'll give it. I think I'll give it a 6 too.
Okay, and Eric, how about you?
A lot of times I listen, I go, yeah, I get what you're saying. This is not one of those times. And maybe it's because I'm not an artist. I love this.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I think it's, I think even the way they did the covers, Sarah Jessica Parker right after they turned the rest of her into a little dog. And I think this is fantastic because it's spot on what they're trying to do.
That is true.
And so I'm giving this a 10.
All right, and Pixel.
So I'm going to go ahead and say that I think they accomplished something which is astounding. That original poster, and I don't know how I've gone my life without seeing the original poster for Mars Attacks.
Really?
That original poster looks like, and I'm so sorry to whoever designed that, it looks like AI art with how they designed that woman in the left. Look at that hair. It's disgusting. I hate it. So I'm going to go ahead and say that this is better than that. This was done better. But it's still not great. I'm going to go a 7 to say it's good because of how well it does that, and it does a better job than that. But it's working off of a bad premise to begin with. That poster
it gets a 7 from you.
Yeah, 7.
All righty. And let's see. That was we got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So everybody voted, and. Alrighty, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I love this as well. So I am giving this a 10. I love the fact I love the fact that they tried Mars Attacks, but I think they nailed all the elements. They didn't give Stargirl the torpedo boobs because the alien in the movie was wearing those pointy bras, but still. I think they really nailed it. So there we go. Undead Quinn says 8. Glenzer says 9. Alrighty. Let's see. We had 23 2 weeks ago. Yeah, we did. And tonight we actually got up to 20. But I have noticed it has been cooling down a little bit. Let's see. No Pam Greer, Amanda Waller. Kudos if you can guess which iteration. That's Smallville. Mars Attack says Rhaegar. And he gives it a 3. He thinks this is very bad. All righty. Let's see. It's so awful. It's great, Undead Quinn. That is the point of Mars Attacks, by the way. Mars Attacks was legitimately made to be a bad movie, but it was supposed to be so good, so bad it's good. Black Spiders gives it a 5, and Joe does as well, saying meh. Already, and we've got a 6 from One Slick Dude. We have that's 10. Martian Manhunter as a Martian is funny yet appropriate. Yes.
I really should give it at least another 2 points because they really did nail the graphic art part of it. Okay. And I think I was too focused in on the illustration and what I feel maybe went a little sideways with that to appreciate. Yeah, but the layout they did really well with. I will
change the score.
Thank you.
Okie dokie. Let's see. We have a 6 from Jackson Rickert. Oh, I didn't have to change the score because I could have just given the 8 and Jackson's fits your 6. So I was thinking Mars Attack, says Michael Taylor, giving it an 8. And we have only a communist would hate this movie. Exactly, sir. Yes, based on the trading card, says Michael Taylor, and Ethereal gives it a 7. Alrighty, and we have what do we got? Covered by Marco Delfonso, says One Slick. Yes, my dad had all the original trading cards from Wave 1. Then his mom threw them out. Yeah, that happened to a lot of people, including me. Justice League United, Mars Attacks. Interesting concept, but the rendering doesn't sell the book. Even the campiness doesn't save the cover. Score a No Justice 7, says Maranya. Let's see. Mars Attacks was inspiration for one of the Wally Wood pre-code comics. Forgot which one. And original Mars Attack cards came out in 62. Okay, there you go. I'm keeping my score to 3, says Rhaegar. All righty. Well, let me put up the stop. All righty. And here we go. And let me get this down. And there we go. And we'll put up the Go for 12, just so I don't forget it when I'm not thinking about it. Here we are. And let's see where this goes. We have 1-3 taking out one of the 1-3 and 2-5. So all 3 of those 10s are out. Then we have 5 6s taking out the 1-9, all 3 8s, and 1 of the 3 7s. So the 7s win. Alrighty, and this goes to the 7. Okay, but I dig the conversation. I like the fact that people are like, wait a second. I mean, it's bad, but is it good bad? Is it bad bad? Is it where? Yeah.
Where does it?
Like I said, I enjoy the fact that we're talking about these. When we took a little extra time, I realized though, yeah, this is going to be a little bit longer than our normal. We might actually make 2 hours on this, but we are going to cover number 12. And I do believe this is for Melissa and Amy. And for this, I will say you two should follow that Yellow Brick Road. And here we go.
Oh no! This is 10 all day long. I want this. Oh, it's so cute. I love it. No, who's the character in the black and? I mean,
It's Tarzan.
Well, that one, yes, and that's Superman. Is that? Okay, so that's Scarecrow, but who's the character who's pretending to be Scarecrow?
That's Banshee on the fur, right?
Oh,
Isn't it? Two Man, and then that's supposed to be the Cyborg Superman.
Okay. Oh, sure.
And then this is 52 again, so that's the new character created.
Oh my gosh, I love this. This is just adorable. Yep. Nope. This is the best. Yep.
Oh, and since I've been doing it, I just downloaded it. So just for the reference, ladies and gentlemen, this is it.
Isn't that nice?
I mean, just the Tin Man with that axe right there, that could be a murder.
I know, right? So we've got a 10 from Amy. How about Melissa?
Let's see. I like the city and the bubble in the background and the environment. It's
the city
in the bubble in the background.
There we go.
expressions are fun.
It is a 10.
It is a okay.
You just got commanded by your sister. It's a 10, I tell you. All right, Eric, what do you think?
Hey, you know what the difference between Supergirl and Judy Garland is?
What?
Supergirl's not drunk.
Oh. And unusual for a modern comic, Supergirl's breasts aren't tied down to her.
That's
I
true.
like her cape.
Well, just like Judy Garland, Pixel is drunk.
Is that Emo Lobo?
That's so basically a new character they created, a character that was actually from Krypton, claiming to be in there. The Survivor. He wanted her to bring Krypton to Earth.
That was the new Krypton storyline.
Yeah.
Was he like, yeah, I look sucky, man? Or...
There you go. Yeah.
He actually looks a lot better. He looks a lot better in here than he does actually in the book.
What do you score this, Eric?
I'll give it a 10.
Alrighty. Okay, Pixel, tell us what's wrong with it.
Well, you asked. I think Cyborg Superman has done well. I don't know who that character on the left is supposed to be, or what it's emulating.
I said it 3 times.
You said a new character. You didn't give me a name. Give me a name.
Yeah, he did.
Is it a name?
He's the Cowardly Lion.
Look up Supergirl New 52 to actually do some work, and then you'll find out that
Anyway.
he's a meaningless character.
He's a meaningless character. Okay, he doesn't. So Sucky Man.
But
is
the aesthetic of the cover. What we?
So
what do we
anyway,
think?
I think it's capturing it well, but I have some problems with it. There's something in her face that's just not capturing the right look for me. It's missing something.
You're right. Sorry, I'm K. There's the name right there. H''ELL. That's the name of the character. There you go.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's missing like some of that magic, and I know it's trying to capture it, but it's not doing it good enough for me. But that being said, it's still going ahead and it's a good homage. So I'm going to go 8. I think it's a better. I think that there's a lot to go ahead and enjoy with this cover, but there's still something missing in a lot.
All right. How about you, RDB?
I agree. Instead of having Toto, they should have Streaky in the basket.
That would have been cool. I was thinking that. I was thinking the same thing. If you're gonna go dog, why isn't it Crypto as a puppy? Yeah, but Streaky would have been perfect.
I mean, now I want a homage to basically Home Improvement with Wilson. This is a head taking over. What's up, Dave Rooney? No, I'm gonna go 9 on this. You know, it is. Supergirl could be drawn a little bit more. I guess better. The face is really weird.
Okay, I love this. I'm giving it a 10. I've given out a lot of 10s today. I'm kind of a mark. All righty, so Undead Quinn's. Oh, by the way, 0. It's a mess. Looks like covers on a rating scale. Jackson says, but 6 from Undead Quinn and 10 from Glenzer and 4 from Undead Quinn. Wait, what?
He must have retracted and dropped the sweat down lower.
Or was it 6 for the last cover?
I don't know.
No, he gave that last one a 10, so I guess so. I guess while looking at it, it was like, no, it's a 4, I tell you. A 4. No, but then he gives it an...
he retracted the 6 in the beginning, so... Love the 4.
Okay, I see. All right, go for 12, retracting the 6, giving it a 4. So we've got a 10 and a 4, and there's the cover. Jackson says, giving it an 8. Alrighty, an 8, a 10, and a 4. Boa, Shore, Purple Velour. Wizard of Oz, of course, is ethereal, and he says 9. And then we have an 8. Supergirl looks like Tanya Roberts. That ain't a bad thing, yo. Alrighty. Let's see. I'm legit confused on as how I should rate this. Look at the merits of the art and rate it based on that, or rate it on how close it comes to the original poster. 10, very cool cover, very nice details and colors, says Michael Taylor.
I'd say more like Ellen Birkin.
That ain't a bad thing either. To be fair, Supergirl is also still alive. Sucky Man, that's funny. Supergirl wasn't repeatedly groped either. He said, "Sucky Man." I know we've got one of those under the bridge.
Who's the actress from
Lobo, LMAO. His name is Hell or something. Rhaegar gives it a 5, and MK gives it a 9. Already.
Who's the girl that played in Chasing Amy?
Oh goodness, Amy. No, I used to know that by heart. I thought she was cute as hell.
Exactly. I can't remember her name though.
Let's see, something going on. Eric Breen, I heard the Munchkins would get drunk off screen. By the way, that is true. And there's a, I think, funny movie called Under the Rainbow that's all about that. Stars Chevy Chase. Supergirl, Wizard of Oz, homage, says Maranya. I wish the rendering was better for the concept. The supporting cast is very oddly placed. Supergirl looks very stiff. Even so, for the homage, it's a semi-super 9. All right.
Joy Lauren Adams.
There we go. Amy Klobuchar, says Rhaegar. I have no idea why you
it's Joy Lauren Adams.
Yeah, she was cute. She was in the Married with Children kind of spinoff, and she always was wearing like a top that came to here and short shorts, and oh my goodness gracious.
So Amy, I apologize. There are no flying monkeys in this either.
Oh,
We've been waiting for the Red Ghost didn't have his monkeys in that book tonight. So
let's get this down here and let's find out where it belongs. We've got 1 4 and 1 5, and we've got 3 8s taking down 5 of those 6 10s, and then the 4 9s take out the rest. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a 9. We have a 9 for the Wizard of Oz Supergirl homage. There we go. And let's see, that was the Lester sisters. So we're going to move on to Eric again. I think this is apropos. Eric, I think you should be able to guess this one. This is Catwoman number 40.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I bullet.
Abso-freaking-lutely.
she's a man, I tell you.
Let me look up the movie poster so I'll have it. But go on ahead, sir. Talk about this and why you think it's a 10.
Well, I do think it's a 10. And but I also would recommend anybody that hasn't seen this movie, go see this movie and see what a car chase can look like without CGI. It's absolutely bleeping incredible, because they basically drive all the way through San Francisco.
Also,
And-
I'd ask in the movie, will you buy the Dodge or will you buy the Ford?
I'm not buying either one of them after the chase, because they probably both have hollowed out suspensions. But
It is just so weird that everybody bought the Dodge because nobody wanted the Ford that they were trying to sell. The movie.
yeah,
Well,
it's a very cool cover. A very cool
this
movie.
is the original movie poster with Steve McQueen, and of course the cover.
Why wasn't that the Dick Grayson cover? That'd been great.
Does
yeah,
he
that
drive?
yeah. What do you
That's
think,
Steve
Pixel?
McQueen. MK.
I'm going to go 9. I think that
Okay.
this is really awesome. But you know what? There's something missing. I think honestly, if she didn't have her own helmet on there, her helmet, you know what I mean, her mask on, I think that it would have been better. But because of that, it goes ahead. It's just not a 10 level. It's a 9 for me.
Okay. How about you, RDV?
I'm gonna ask Eric, how much does this cover go for?
I've never seen it.
Either have I.
I'm
That's-
guessing
By the
it's
way,
a-
I've looked up some of these. I think some of them are going for hundreds, and some of them are like I'm
So
looking
May
it up right
2050
now.
it's
I know some of them are
2050.
like $40 and $50. The let's see, Bullet Catwoman. Oh no, this one's a cheaper one. You can get it between 10 and 20. It looks like.
I will buy this if they're ever at the auction. That is a great cover.
I will try to get this to the auction.
I don't even care
Yes.
about what the story is. I just want the cover.
I know. All of a sudden, I
Um,
want to do a collection of movie homages in my background. Whoops.
I'm going 10 though. I'm sorry, Pixel. That it is a 10, bro. But I'm glad I'm proud of you. You made it up past a 4. You got all the way up to 9.
I didn't give anything a 4 today. Wait, did I?
I'm shocked.
Let's see.
Yeah,
Very
you
first
gave
one.
the first one. The first one. Yeah.
Two hosts bickering at each other, talking over each other. If you're monetized, this money's probably just going to by default go to the Geeky Puppet Show.
Hey, we started that shit long before Pixel brought up his puppet. All right, sisters, what do you think about this one?
Oh, this is beautifully done. It's got a really strong pose. The finish and texture is good. The little cars came out well, and graphic art wise, they absolutely nailed it. And it's got the cool poster fold in it that you like so well.
I was about to say, yep.
Right?
Return the fold.
Return of the fold, back in the fold. It's very nice. I'll give this a 10 all day long.
All righty. How about you, Melissa?
Really stylish. Also, fun fact, the most valuable movie poster in existence is a preview. It was a poster for that previewed Bride of Frankenstein. Only one is known to exist, and it's like 700,000.
Nice.
So this, yeah,
And what do you
it's
score this?
It's gorgeous. Like you said, I
Alrighty.
wouldn't mind that on the wall or T-shirt. It's extremely.
I am not going to get off that 10 train. I think this is a brilliant movie poster, and I think it's a brilliant comic book cover.
The poster.
Yeah, just well done. All righty. So what do we got? What about flying donkeys? Well, we have them tethered, flying away from me. Well, you know what? If they're going to come work for me, they have to audition. Okay, so let's see. It kind of reminds me of Christina Applegate. That's the other one. Glinzer says 9. Joe says 9. Alrighty. Alrighty, and then we have, has to be from Steve McQueen movie. Yes, it is. Bullet, French Connection, The Driver, To Live and Die in L.A., Great Chases All. Yep. No, not Paul Moon. It was Steve McQueen. Yes, Bullet, great movie, says Michael, giving it a 10. And then we have a 9. Creases on this one, 2, says Jackson. Yep. Next up, Blues Brothers, not quite. Undead Quinn says 9. And Ethereal Dragon says 9 as well. And so does Rhaegar. So we get 3 9s right there. 1, 2, and 3. And we've got Catwoman monochromatic cover rendered. It is a good homage cover. No idea. Does it sell the book? Yes. Maybe score a Catwoman 9. All right. Then we have, by the way, 10 on this one, says MK. Statler and Waldorf 2.0, says Glinzer. Yes. That's why I've looking for these DC variant months. McQueen, kind of cool, says Michael Taylor. 9, the original poster goes for between 1,500 and 5,000, depending on conditions, says one slick. Wow. No, you're thinking about the Michigan Gut. Well, let's see. She once hit her. Okay. And there you go. Okay. Let me get the stop on this one. And this is a 9. I could tell by the numbers. I mean, we only have 9s and 10s, and we've got 6 9s and 9 10s. So there you go. This is absolutely a 9. Righty. Zoink. And we are moving on up.
Moving right along in search of good times and good news. With good friends you can't lose. This could become a habit.
This may become a habit. Opportunity comes. Let's reach out and grab it.
Together we'll nab it. We'll hitchhike. Yellow cabot.
Bus or yellow cabot.
Yellow cabot. Moving right
along. Boom, 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 boom. Yes. Okay. You know what? We could actually do this. I do want to do a duet with Puppetine, by the way. All righty. Let's get this. This is, I moved it already. So let me get this down and we'll move on.
Can you do it another time?
I know, right?
Okay. So, Pixel, you have the next cover. This is number 14. Well, the cover 14, but it's Deceased number 1.
Okay. This is trying to be Blade Runner, right? Yeah.
Yes.
You know, I think it was on my on the I do a show called the Madman with the Box. Yes, I know it's putting people to sleep, but I admitted that I don't care for The Thing, which astounds people. And I know Englantine is.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand the language you were speaking. What'd you say?
Yeah, Blade Runner.
Get the start in there, guys.
Movies. I don't care for Blade Runner, so that doesn't go. That doesn't regard well with me on a high scale. However, I think that this is done very well. I'm going to go ahead and say that this is. I'm going to go ahead and say this is an 8. Something about the bottom is not blending well with the overall aesthetic that it's going to go ahead and try to capture. So I'm going to go 8. It's very good, but there's something missing here.
Alrighty. And how about you, RDV?
Well, I found what's missing. His 4th.
Okay.
Wait, no, he's 5th.
Oh, there he is.
I'm here. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of the Wonder Woman up at the top with the granny hair. Like, I understand they're going for a movie homage.
That's blonde hair.
Yeah, I know.
That's Wonder Girl who took up the role of Wonder Woman because Wonder Woman got killed.
Yeah, when this came out, I passed this cover up because it looks. I was not a fan of that. I know it's supposed to be, but I wasn't a fan of it. But I do like the fact they're doing the Matt Ryan version of Constantine, which is really cool. That being said, I'm gonna go 6 on this.
Ooh. Alrighty. And how about you, girls?
Let's see. Can you blow it up, Leslie?
Oh, never mind. I'll get it.
Okay, what have we got here? Okay, so there's Mr. Fate and oh look, so this is what it was based after?
Yep.
And he's really flying. And Wonder Woman who's blonde, and is that Constantine?
Yes.
Yes.
I got it. Oh my gosh. Okay. I don't know a lot about it, but it seems well done, and it's certainly it's got a good graphic approach to the topic. So I could give that a 10.
Alrighty, and how about Melissa?
Let's see.
He's dressed up like the gumshoe.
He is. I don't know why. I mean, the built the kind of the ruins at the bottom. They look almost like, gosh, maybe Dreamcast or PlayStation like background buildings. They're kind of flat. The textures are kind of painted on, and it kind of see that's spectacular,
Right.
with the use of light and shadow. This feels almost like just like generic resources were slapped under there with some texture added. So that kind of
I mean, it pales to the movie cover.
well, yeah, and of course these people have budgets and deadlines.
Right.
So it's not quite magical for me, but I definitely give it an 8.
Alrighty, and Eric.
First, let me say I share Pixel's opinion about Blade Runner in general.
Okay.
I'm one of those outliers that just never got the big deal. That said, I like this cover, and I'm going to go 9 because there's something on it that, say what you will about DC, they suck, and they suck hard. But you can tell this is a DC, or not a Marvel cover, because they actually let Constantine have the coffin nail in his hand.
That's true. And by the way, DC refuses to work for me under the bridge, even though they suck and suck hard. Alrighty. And
Well,
we've
they're
got
professionals.
that's what I was saying. So they should
That's
get their
sucking.
asses under the bridge.
What do you mean?
Okay, so 3, 4, 5. First of all, it's kind of funny that 3 of us are going to say, I'm in the minority on Blade Runner. I enjoy Blade Runner. It's fine. I don't believe it's one of the absolute fantastical movies of all time. I think it's actually, I think it's a bit boring. And by the way, no, Deckard is not a fucking replicant. They say, oh, we found the little thing that the other cop left behind, and now that's how you know that James Olmos was leaving those things all over the fucking city. Every time he shows up, he's making origami, just leaving it around.
Wait, 1 second. I'm so sorry. Fucking city.
There you go.
So,
all right.
But
this cover, I really do like this cover. I'm giving it a 9.
I agree with you in the movie. The story was kind of boring, but I like when they sit down at the restaurant, they're eating the noodles and stuff like that, and then when they go to like the fight scene towards the end, that was great.
That's the thing. There are like Blade Runner's a whole bunch of great scenes connected by nothing, in my opinion. All right, so anywho, Glinzer gives this a 6. And then we have 7 from Joe, and then Rhaegar saying kick Pixel because he said Blade Runner is bad. Also a 9 says Rhaegar.
And the Thing.
That's crazy. You are something
gone.
Happened. You were dropped on your freaking head.
Well,
for that
hold on.
Sorry, I
remember,
like The Thing.
This is the deeper voice Pixel, so it's obviously not him; it's the alien.
Right. Oh, there you go. 9 right almost says Jackson. I mean, everybody's got opinions, but yours is wrong. We got all kinds of hot takes tonight. Buildings are lame compared to the original, but yes. Deceased number 1 says Maranya. Blade Runner homage, well rendered. Does it sell the book? Yes. Is it good on its own merits despite being an homage? Yes. Score a dead 10. And then 10, very cool cover. Nice adding Dr. Fate, says Michael Taylor. And I like the classic Hellraiser Matt Ryan look of Constantine here. 10 looks cool. I have no idea what the movie is. Blade Runner, sir. And let's see, Amy, impressive that you knew that is Dr. Fate.
I'm learning.
And then we have Ethereal giving us an 8. All right. And we have Noah Rhaegar, throw Pixel and Eric out the window. Sucky Man runs DC. And yet he should be under the bridge. Is this a Halloween movie? No, it isn't. And let's see, perhaps nowadays is okay. A lot of covers have been pretty accurate. And no more. You skipped my score before the comment. Oh,
I agree, MK. Blade Runner 2099.
One Slick gives an 8. Alrighty.
Blade Runner 2049 is better.
And then we have 2 6s and 1 7, taking out 3 of those 4 10s. And then we have 5 8s versus 1 10 and 4 9s. And this is an 8, ladies and gentlemen. Alrighty, we are moving on, and we've got one last cover to go, and I get to do that one. Alrighty, so let me get this in its position. There we go. And I will start off. Let me make, oh, hold on before we do this, so I can bring in, because I already gathered the movie poster just to show off. And I start us on Batgirl number 12. All right. Obviously, this is Purple Rain. For reference, here is the original movie poster.
Well, you said it wrong. You guys say Purple Rain.
Purple Rain. Purple Rain. All right. So this is the movie poster. This is the cover. And I will tell you what. This looks like they added a cartoon Batgirl onto the background. Everything is drawn almost photorealistically except for Batgirl. And I mean, she is so bright on this cover, it almost stands out. That being said, excellent homage. And I do actually love the covers on this. I love the reflections in the street because it is a wet road. Do they have that? They actually have that in the movie poster as well. Apollonia changing into Batman in the background. This is just too damn cool. I'm giving this a 10. There's a lot I do like about this. Motorcycle's got some good details on it. I know this is going to get a kick because nobody likes Burnside Batgirl. I don't give a. This is a 10.
Well,
alrighty.
It's also got the blue and the orange, like every movie poster has.
Did I forget the start again? Okay, yeah, Undead Quinn started it
ran with it.
Okay, Rhaegar's What is Purple Rain will be the start there. But there you go, RDV. What do you think about this?
Yeah, like I said, first I noticed, like, oh my gosh, they made the orange and the blue brighter on this cover. And
by the way, this cover will cost you a Benjamin.
Oh, it's great. Honestly, I gotta say that on the girl bike, the girl actually fits better. Versus the guy who likes boys who's on the bike.
No, Prince got he got.
I don't believe it. There's no way. But anyway, I changing the thing. I'm trying to look at it.
Okay, go ahead.
I do like having that's a weird looking Batman up there. It looks like the new Batman style when they have Ben Affleck from Crisis, or not Ben Affleck, but what's his name? Jensen Ackles.
Okay.
It's a good. I'll go 10 with this. This is great.
All right.
I don't care for the movie. I just like the poster.
All right, we're just full of hot takes tonight. All righty, ladies, Lester sisters, what do you think about Batgirl in Purple Rain?
I think it's kind of funny, but her pose it's more rugged and more kind of anchored than it is in the movie. Like, I guess it shouldn't be surprising that the movie poster rendition is more theatrical, but I think that kind of makes it more interesting, right? Doesn't the bike look a lot bigger here? And his foot.
Yeah, it does. Like Exorcist kind of pulled in. I think this is doing the same thing.
Maybe that's it. Yeah. So which is to say that I think the movie poster is better, but this is very well done.
And, you know, Batgirl's always cool. I guess they couldn't really change the design of the bike, though, because the bike and Batgirl are both established characters, so they couldn't kind of cheat to make it fit the mood of that much better any more than they could change Batman. So it is cool, though, and I do like it. I think they did well with the colors and the layout and everything, and I will give it a 10.
Alrighty. How about you, Melissa?
I like the cell shading around the hair and the jawline. At first, I thought it was like a cell shaded 3D model.
Well, the bike probably is.
Yeah,
anybody drew that.
I thought Batgirl was.
Oh,
but
yeah, maybe.
But I mean, that perspective must be solid. But like in the face, you know, this more stylized. Let's see, good environments, nice lighting, very appealing. I think I'll give it a 10 too.
All right, and Eric.
Well, you are correct. I do not like the Batgirl Burnside, but that's not why we're here.
Right.
Right.
Why are we here?
Intervention, right?
Why do we?
Because a long time ago, I convinced you this would be fun.
Why is the Hulk?
Why is there no sleep?
Yeah, where are the clock?
There's sleep in Brooklyn.
There's no sleep till Brooklyn.
Well, once we get there, sleep away. Yeah.
I've got to give this a 10. This is very good.
Right. Okay, and Pixel, how are you going to rain on this parade? Are you going to purple rain all over this parade?
I've been that sucky all night, really. I mean,
yeah.
Listen, I'm just saying this. If Batman was a girl with that cut of her shirt, then that would be that much more. I think that this is a good homage. But yeah, I want to say 8 because I just don't have any personal connections. I've never seen Purple Rain, so I have no.
Neither have I.
But is the art on the cover good?
It's all right. I think the style is okay. That's mostly what I.
Pixel K is your name now.
I'm sorry.
So you don't want to take Batman to swim in the waters of Lake Minnetonka?
No, I want to take the girl on the poster to go ahead and take a dip in the water.
Have you seen the movie Purple Rain?
No.
Go off and become a man, sir. Apollonia truly does swim in the waters of Lake Minnetonka, and she does it topless. So there you go.
Woo!
Right, yeah.
Wow. You know, there are women here on the panel, and you're talking about that.
Yes, I know, but you know what? We put them through such hell already. I think they're used
I'm so
to it
sorry,
now.
sisters.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so Undead Quinn says 10, Glinzer and Ethereal says 9. Alrighty. And
but for frame of reference, what scene was that? What time frame?
It is about.
Give me the exact time.
It's about 40. It's about 40 minutes in. All right.
Okay.
So Joe says
now
9, and so does
40 minutes in.
Rhaegar. Alrighty, and then we have 10, even if it's not completely photo painted, realistic, says Jackson. Or, yep, Jackson. There we go. And then we've got 10, very cool cover and colors, says Michael Taylor. Okay, 8 from One Slick. And then we have Purple Rain versus Chocolate Rain. I will say 10, though purple fits. Batgirl perfectly. Also, wasn't Prince played in the original Batman movie? Yes, he was. The Bat Dance was freaking huge in '89, by the way. B is a thing. Batgirl rendering of Batgirl does not fit the rest of the cover. It's a good cover despite being an homage. Yes, score a batty 10, says Maranya. Alrighty, speaking of Prince, I heard he was an All-American college basketball player. Yeah, he went by the name Spud Webb. You can actually look that up. A documentary called Chappelle's Show said he once beat Charlie Murphy's rear end in basketball with his fabulous team. Already. Yeah, I know who Charlie Murphy is. I have not seen Purple Rain either, but to be fair, this came out before I was born, says Rhaegar. Yeah, I get it. We're old. Are you guys telling me this is a family show? Many families have been started because of this show. Yes, that is what I'm telling you. All righty, guys. It looks like we're done with the votes there. So let's get the stop, and we'll find the position for Batgirl number, what was this, 12 or something like that, or 14? And number 12. All right, and let's see. It has 2 8s, 4 9s, trying to take down 10 10s. Ladies and gentlemen, the last cover of the night lands itself in the 10s, and these are the positions that we have. And now it's time to find out in what order do they go. We have 3 7s, 5 8s, 4 9s, and 3 10s already. And I cleared the room. Oh, well, I didn't clear the room. I didn't mean to say that. Don't leave, guys. Don't leave. This is the fun part. Everybody votes now. Okay.
What's like?
Go for 7. Alrighty. And let's start with RDV. What is the best and worst of the 7s?
Oh my gosh.
You
Mars
can,
Attacks.
you can, yeah, I was about to say, do by, yeah.
Mars Attacks, let's say that. And then I would say probably the Floating Heads. Mod Squad in the mall, wherever it is.
Okay, Monster Squad. Alrighty, Melissa and Amy, which one is the best and worst of the 7s?
I guess probably the best would be the Mars Attacks ones, and I can't. I mean, the monster one is less skilled, but I think they tried harder. Maybe Harley Quinn.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about you, Melissa?
The Mars Attacks is the best. For the worst, yeah, I mean, technically, the Harley Quinn is more it uses better coloring and stuff, but the mall one is just maybe just.
At least they tried more.
Yeah, the energy of the book is a little stronger.
They just ripped Harley Quinn there right off of the Elvis poster.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'll go Harley Quinn for the worst.
Okay. And Eric?
Mars Attacks the best. Monster Squad's the worst.
Alrighty. How about you, Pixel?
I think that Justice League is the best one out of the 7s, and the Monster
Well,
Squad.
that's an 8, by the way. The Monster Squad, the Harley Quinn, and
That's
I'm
Justice
sorry.
League United.
I was hearing Mars Attacks so much, I forgot it was a Justice League. I apologize. Okay, what's the worst?
You can't fall in there.
So the worst is Monster Squad.
Okay, and I'm going to agree with the sisters on this one. I Mars Attacks, yes. But the Harley Quinn just looks kind of lazy on that. So we're leaving this with Mars Attacks unanimously being the best, but we're tied on the worst. So let's see what the chat has for us. 7 best Justice League, worst is Harley. Alrighty, and let's see. Rhaegar says Vanilla Rain. Let's see. Mars Attacks best, Monster Squad worst says Michael Taylor. Okay, and then we've got Mars Harley is a nightmare, says Ethereal. Okay, and then we have best Lucy, worst JLU. Lucy? Oh, I guess that would be Harley Quinn. And then the Harley was the weakest, says Undead Quinn. The best is Mars Attacks. Alrighty.
Because Mars Attacks one is good.
And let's see. Mars Attacks best. Worst is the Monsters. Okay. And let's see. Monsters worst. Mars best. Okay. And that, I believe, stops the voting on that. So I'm going to put the stop. Although if you put your vote late, I will count it. And as always, we go by the ratio. And Mars had no down votes already, so it is in first. And then we had 1 positive for Harley, which puts it above the Monster Squad that had no positives but 6 negatives. Harley had 6 negatives and 1 positive. So there you go. All righty, let's move up to the 8s. And RDV, you start us off.
Alrighty, on the 8s. This is DuckTales.
Life is like a hurricane here.
Well, yeah, where you are right now, you have a hurricane.
Oh.
Worst, I'm gonna have to say Deadpool.
Okay, and girls, Lester. Sorry for calling you girls. I do that with my daughters all the time. But yeah,
Everyone calls us the girls.
As long as
It's
you
fine.
don't call Lesters.
Yep.
Yeah, leave it like it is. DuckTales best.
DuckTales best. Okay. And Deadpool worst. I heard you agreeing with them. Okay, and how about you, Melissa?
I would agree. Like the DuckTales is just all of them is the most fun for me. It's well composed, very on model. The Deadpool just doesn't quite have is the least appealing of all of them on it.
Hold on, I think I forgot to put in the go for 8s. Let me put that in here now. I'm sorry. And so you're agreeing with your sister. Okay. Alrighty. Sorry about that, guys. Here's the go for 8. And Eric.
Best is Justice League. And I guess worst is Deadpool.
Okay. And Pixel.
So the best for me is actually Blade Runner. The worst for me is Psycho because I just can't forgive. I can't forgive the Stray Dogs. I'm sorry. Like it's just not a good. It's not a good cover.
I was about to say the book is awesome. It's a great book.
No,
Okay,
the cover.
so
I'm talking about the cover. Like it's just
Psycho was Psycho and Blade is.
He doesn't like Disney animation being used as for murderous purposes.
Oh, so much. It so works for the story on this. Alrighty, so my favorite. I am absolutely counteracting Pixel on that one because my favorite is the Psycho poster, and then it would have to be the worst is that Deadpool, man. Alrighty. Going on to the chat, we have best is Justice League and worst is Deadpool, says Undead Quinn. Alrighty. And then we have best is Blade Runner, worst is Stray Dogs, says Jackson. Alrighty. The Blade Runner is the best and the Dogs is the worst. Let's see. Best is hold up. Rhaegar, Deadpool worst, Blade Runner best. Okay. And then we have Marani with Justice League is best, Deadpool is worst. Okay. And let's see. Damn, Venkman is savage with that hurricane joke. Now I want to listen to that hurricane song that I remember the band. It's the Scorpions. It's Rock You Like a Hurricane.
I was gonna say,
like a hurricane.
You have Google, you have Shazam apps. You can just
wow. Pixel and I scored exactly the same. I didn't think I was that grumpy tonight. MK says,
why the grumpy one tonight? I don't know.
8 beat Justice League. Worst is Deadpool. Alrighty, and Deadpool, and then we have let's see, Justice League best. Worst is Deadpool. Okay. And let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Okay, everything is accounted for. And alrighty, that was the last of those votes. And once again, if you have a late vote, just let us know. If it changes anything, we include it. And let me put this up while I'm remembering it. Okay. And I will position these things according to. And what we have here, what do we have here? Well, the worst is easy. It's there because there is no positives for the Deadpool. Next up would be my choice because I'm the only up vote, and we had only 1 down or 2 down votes, enough to put it here. And then we have, let's see. Oh, wow. We actually have a bit of a tie here.
3 up votes for DuckTales and 3 down votes for, I don't off the panel for Deadpool, but.
No. We have 3 up votes for 2 different titles. And that is Adventures in Babysitting and Blade Runner, but there are no down votes. So,
DuckTales.
Just leave it like it is.
Nope, because Justice League got no down votes and 5 up votes. So That's where that
I'm gonna
lands.
change my downvote to Justice League.
All right, that's where it goes. And so we're gonna start up the 9s. Venkman?
Is there any other correct answer than Catwoman being the best?
Yes.
Yeah, well,
And
that's up to you.
And then the worst is Apocalypse Meow with Hulky.
Okay, and you said Bullet and Apoc now is the worst. All right, Lester Sisters, Amy.
Oh, the Wizard of Oz one is my favorite for sure. And I mean, the Superman and the Catwoman are also really great. I guess my least favorite then would be the Incredible Hulk, the Apocalypse Now one.
Okay. How about you, Melissa?
My favorite is the Catwoman. Least favorite is Incredible Hulk.
All righty, and Eric.
Yeah, 3 of those 9s I think are better than the 3 10s.
I agree.
But saying that, my favorite, I think. Go ahead. You were saying?
I was about to say, well, we could have had a couple of contrarian votes.
Oh,
There were a couple of 4s where I don't think they belong. Sometimes you get that.
Yeah. But I think, oh God, Catwoman by an eyelash over the Hulk, and my least favorite is Supergirl.
All right, and Pixel.
I'm so sorry, Melissa and Amy. I can't. There's something wrong with the Supergirl for me, so I have to pick that as my worst. It was between that and actually.
You notice how Eeyore started with the worst? No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
The best is just by a hair. It's actually the Hulk for me. I think the Hulk is just artistically better than Catwoman, but it was between those two.
Okay, so you're picking what to be the worst?
Hulk.
Oh,
No,
okay.
wait. Hulk is best.
Yeah, Supergirl is
The
worse.
Hulk is best, and the Wizard. Okay, Supergirl is worst. Okay.
I started with the worst.
All right. Okay, there you go. All righty. And then it's my turn, which I've got to agree. Bullet is absolutely the best. And looking at these side by side, as much as I defended it, as much as I love it, Superfly is the worst. All right, let's get to the chat here and find out what they are saying. Let's see. Best Hulk, worst Supergirl. Okay. And that is from Jackson Raykirk. And let's see. Maranya, best Catwoman, worst Supergirl. Okay. Let's see. Wizard of Oz, best. Worst one is Superman. And then we have in a tie, should have a vote off to decide the worst. Yeah.
I agree.
Worst Supergirl, best is Catwoman. Okay, there we go. And let's see. Bullet. And let's see. MK says 9, best Catwoman, worst is the Hulk. Alrighty. Let's see what's next. So 4s are contrarian. No. I said we could have had. Catwoman is best, Hulk, but I do know sometimes when you have an explosion of 10s, somebody always comes in way low. Alrighty, let's see. 9 best, not all the time. 9 best, worst Hulk. Catwoman is best. Hulk worst from Ethereal. Alrighty. And this is tough. Catwoman best, even though it's cool. Superfly is the worst. Alrighty. And I mean, it is. By the way, this is really a hard choice here because these are all good. But there you go. And this is how it goes. Only one cover did not get any positive votes. Not that it isn't great, but look what it's up against. Next up, we have one with 2 upvotes. We have 2 with 2 upvotes. One has 5 negatives and one has 4. So, Lester's, congratulations. Your choice was not in 3rd place. And this is how it goes, ladies and gentlemen. The best being the Catwoman Bullet in the 2nd place of the 9s, Supergirl, Hulk, and then Superman. Let's move on to the 10s here. And we've got Enter the Dragon. We've got 50-Foot Woman, and we have Purple Rain. All righty, RDV, you lead us off. So
I just can't believe.
And let me put up the go for 10s.
I can't believe a Red Sonja book made it into a 10.
No.
And it's not even a good Red. It's not even a good Red Sonja cover.
It's a freaking 10. I do agree that Bullet should have been in the 10s. I was amazed.
Yeah.
How many 9s? When I saw all the 9s, I realized that's where it's going to go. I was like, holy shit. Of all the ones, if I could use my I own this channel to save something, that would be the one. But anyway.
All right. Best is Purple Rain.
All right.
The worst for me
50-Foot Woman.
is going to be Grayson.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It just looks too cluttered.
Okay. All right. How about you, Amy and Melissa?
I think the Red Sonja is a lot of fun. I just think that one covers. I mean, I'm sure if you watch a lot of kung fu movies, then probably Enter the Dragon is as iconic.
Yeah.
But the Attack of the 50-Foot Lady is just such a funny cover, and that's a really funny rendition of it. So she's definitely my most favorite. My least favorite. I mean, I guess it would be the Batgirl, only because it's a little simplistic. I do get that it's more minimalistic too, but it doesn't speak to me as much. Although it is a perfectly nice cover.
We all know that really this is revenge for RDV blasting your choice last time.
What? I didn't see Supergirl.
I'm just kidding. Come on, Melissa. What do you say?
Let's see. Yeah, I mean, just the light, the shadow, the fascinating city. Just
Fascinating
city. Oh, I did it. Okay. The Red Sonja is my favorite. Least favorite. No. I think I might go with the Grayson cover especially from the distance. It's hard to read, and I just kind of find the dark colors and the light and shadow and the Batgirl just a little more restful.
That's what I was saying. It was kind of like you look in the back. I can still see it, but I mean, it's like it just looks like it's just so cluttered in one spot. Like hide behind this guy, Congo line.
What were they? The 10s.
Oh God!
Oh, they're all great. I mean,
Yeah. It flicks. Like me.
that's the best one.
Oh no, that was in the 9s. I picked the. There we go. This one. Yeah.
That one's great too.
Yeah. Okay. So, what do you rank what's the worst one, Melissa?
The Grayson.
The Grayson one. Okay.
Or at least
1, 2, 3, 4,
say
5.
those
So
all
I don't
really
have that.
I know.
All righty, and Eric.
I gotta go with Red Sonja is the best and Grayson is the worst.
Okay, Pixel.
I am going to go Red Sonja as the best and Grayson as the worst as well.
All righty, and I am also. Okay, let's go to the chat and see how they vote. We have best Sonja, worst is Grayson from Jackson Raykirk. Best Sonja, worst is Grayson. And then we have best Batgirl, worst is Grayson. Okay, I think we are getting an idea of how this is landing. Undead Quinn, worst Grayson, best Batgirl. Okay. And then we have 50-Foot Woman, best, Enter Dragon, worst. Yeah, this is not a surprise, ladies and gentlemen. Then best Batgirl, worst Sonja. Also, have you seen the Penguin Show? I'm hearing good things. It is awesome. All right, best is the Batgirl cover, and the worst is the Grayson.
Jackson saying,
Let's
wow,
see.
Bree and I voted the same. I didn't think I was this grumpy tonight.
Yep.
You just say that about me?
No, I said about
Okay. I thought for a little bit. There was going to be a bit of a comeback. They've been here for years. But as I said, this is pretty obvious the way it's going here. So the worst with no upvotes and 10 downvotes is Enter the Dragon. And this is your order because we had 4 upvotes for Purple Rain and 1 downvote, and the 50-foot woman had 6 upvotes, no downvotes. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the way it went. I'm going to call off by movies, not by covers, by titles. We have Monster Squad at number 15, 14 Jailhouse Rock, 13 with Mars Attacks, 12 is Alien, 11 is Psycho, 10 is Blade Runner, 9 Adventures in Babysitting, 8 is Exorcist, 7 is Superfly, 6 is Apocalypse Now, 5 is Wizard of Oz, 4 is Bullet, 3 Enter the Dragon, 2 Purple Rain, and number 1 cover of the movie comic book movie homages is Mars Attacks Red Sonja number 1. Now, here's the big question, the $1 million question, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll ask each one of you. What was your favorite cover of the night? And in the chat, please, by all means, answer that as well. And did it make the top 10? Because mine did not.
Catwoman is my favorite.
Okay. How about you, Melissa and Amy? Your favorite cover you've seen tonight?
Oh, my favorite was Supergirl. That's just such a great piece. It was a lot of fun. But look at that. And the expressions on everybody in the foreground, they look so funny.
Okay. And Melissa?
Honestly, my favorite was the Catwoman cover.
Mm-hmm. It's gorgeous.
Yes. If Catwoman had made it to Super Awesome, I would have picked her over Red Sonja.
Yeah, me too. Let's see. Eric, what do you think?
Just hit replay on what Melissa just said.
Yeah. Pixel, what was your favorite cover of the night?
Mine won. Red Sonja.
Right.
Red Sonja
tonight. Okay. And
that's awesome.
That's when I had. I loved Red Sonja. It was just perfect. It's a perfect homage, and then it looks so visually stunning on its own that that perfect.
It really is a great. It really is a great cover. It deserved to be the Super Awesomes. My favorite cover of the night was the Catwoman. I'm going to get to the chat, and then I'm going to go to rejects because there's some cool rejects. All righty. Let's see. I want to see rejects first. Give me just a moment. We have Sonja for the win. Absolutely perfect, says Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
Tough, but probably Sonja. And Undead Quinn says Superfly cover.
Ronnie, let's see the rejects. Pixel, turn your camera on.
And MK says, surprise, Catwoman wasn't a 10.
What are you wearing?
I got to admit the same thing because when I saw those 9s.
Favorite shirt. You know, that's what I'm wearing.
I thought it was a robe bathrobe at first.
And what is the favorite shirt?
This is a Hawaiian shirt. You know what? It's like I think it's a $90 shirt that I got for $10.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Right.
All right, where are you shopping?
Jail did that with a Disney shirt. It was this 80, all of their button-ups are like $80. Yep. She got it at the employee store for like 20. It was like, yes.
Ooh.
Love this shirt.
I've got a Halloween shirt coming. I'm testing an online shop, Temu. Okay, let me get these. Let me get the rejects up here real quick, and we'll go through those just for fun. I like doing rejects. I'm trying to keep myself from adding rejects just to have them in there, though, because it happens that way. All right, let me see.
Well, maybe sometime we'll do an episode of rejects. Here are the rejects from the previous one.
Right.
Every time I show up, it's an episode of rejects. So that no.
There you go.
Even on the Geeky Puppet Show.
Okay,
You're great.
and
Glad you're with us.
and let me get rid of those posters I just loaded up so I could show you those off already. And away we go. I will share here. Present, share screen. Go to Windows, and here we are. All righty. Strange Academy #1, mimicking the Breakfast Club.
With John Constantine in there too.
Get Craven,
Fun.
which is Jaws homage. Get Craven with Home Alone homage. And then we had Get Craven with Cape Fear homage, which this was in the 15 I was going to use right up to the very last moment. I did another sweep and I was like, no, I forgot what I replaced it with, but that was in there for. Then we have Kevin Keller from Archie with the Breakfast Club. And we have Planet of the Apes.
Oh, that's awesome.
This is Ape on the Planet of the Lanterns, by the way.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Is Ape a Green Lantern character, or did they make it up?
No. It was the green. It was the Green Lanterns on the Planet of the Apes. That it was. Yeah. So there you go. Can you tell me what movie this is from? I was thinking Oblivion,
Pitch Black, or Chronicles of Riddick.
I don't know.
Maybe, but I love the look of it, so I added it, but I couldn't tell you what it was. This is V for Vendetta.
Is that the same blonde Wonder Woman?
Yes.
That's actually Cassie.
Okay, I hate it when people say this. I really do, because look, I do my best, but I'm looking at this. I should have put this one in.
Yeah, so it's not even Wonder Woman, because Wonder Woman's dead and deceased. This is actually Cassie, Sandra Zanmark as Wonder Woman.
Yep. And
that's
then
not
we
Batman.
have
That's
Deceased Dead Planet, and this is Aquaman that they're homaging.
Yep.
The movie poster has Aquaman on the rock and with a whole bunch of sharks around him.
Oh, yeah, sure. That's funny. Doing a parody to a movie cover that's their movie.
Oh, they do that a couple of times because this is Wonder Woman doing a parody of Wonder Woman. It's Cassie doing the movie poster for Wonder Woman.
Huh.
Yeah. And then we have Mary Marvel doing the poster to Shazam.
That's cute.
It's cute.
I like her little boots.
Yeah.
Oh,
And this is literally Harley Quinn doing the Harley Quinn Birds of Prey. So
it's really
yeah.
cute. I don't know the movie, but
Oh, the movie sucks. Yeah.
oh, I'm
And
sure
this-
they can't do anything well.
This is Stray Dogs. They're doing Evil Dead.
Yep.
And this is Stray Dogs doing The Thing.
Yep.
Yep. And you know
And
what?
this is Stray Dogs doing Dracula. We're here for a moment, guys.
Did you
And
say
then
Dracula?
Dracula. And then
Okay.
this is Stray Dogs doing Candyman.
Who can make
This is Stray Dogs doing Friday the 13th. This is Stray Dogs doing The Crow. This is Stray Dogs doing Poltergeist. Okay, not Stray Dogs. This is America Chavez doing Hamilton.
Oh.
That's not a movie.
I know, that's why I didn't make it.
They made the objects list.
I was like, oh, that's cool. And I put it in. I went, wait a second, it's a play. Okay. This is Batman and Robin doing Harry Potter.
Well, that's an interesting take. A funny drawing, but
Yeah. This is Batman doing
Mask.
The Mask.
Mhm.
And then we've got Rick and Morty doing Goonies.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah. Deadpool Merc with a Mouth doing Scarface.
Yep.
Go Power Rangers. Anybody?
The cover?
Yeah, what do you think the movie is?
I'm afraid I don't know very many movies. It's a cute drawing.
16 Candles.
Oh, nice.
Go Power Rangers doing Back to the Future.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
that one I picked up on.
Oh,
This-
that's beautiful.
This
Pulp
was
Fiction.
right up until the very end. This is
Yeah.
the Incredible Hulk doing Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, that
That's
makes sense.
gorgeous.
Justice
Oh.
doing Magic
Justice League doing
Mike.
Magic Mike. Yep.
That's
you know what that?
wild.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This is the movie poster you got in. This is Necrotia the Gathering, and this is a movie
Lost
called
Boys. Or
Oh,
no, this is the second one.
Vampires.
This is the second one. Yeah, it's the other one with the with the Bon Jovi, the best one.
Spidey Super Stories did an homage to Jaws,
Okay, that's pretty funny.
and I think this is the last one. But this is Teen Titans doing The
Yeah.
Lost Boys.
It is Lost Boys.
Oh no, this is the last one.
And Underworld.
X Force. Yep, Underworld. There you go. Okay, and those were the rejects, kids.
A lot of fun covers.
All right. Yeah, man. Sometimes these are difficult because of how awesome. Like this was just a treasure trove of great covers to pick from. So which ones do I put in? And I'm looking for ones people are going to talk about, and I just froze.
Thou shalt not kill.
Thou shalt not fall.
I will go ahead and say, even though I was the Debbie Downer tonight, this was a lot.
Hi,
of fun.
Debbie.
This is always hi.
Okay, so what cover would you remove? And knowing the ones I had to look at, what cover would you remove and what would you replace it with?
Oh, I'd remove the Deadpool and put in the She-Hulk just because.
Oh my God, She-Hulk would have been 10. Absolutely.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with choosing an unusual piece even to talk about things like that, but if I were to just, it was a really, really cool She-Hulk.
I am not of the same mind when it comes to the Deadpool, though. I thought that was actually done. Was done very well.
Which one would you have
Alien
removed?
is one of my favorite. Alien's one of my favorite sci-fi films. I love Alien, love it to death. So I think it did a clever job going ahead and homaging that, and that was great. It just doesn't fit with Deadpool as a character. That's the thing that got me. It was like, okay, why'd you do that? But it was drawn, I thought, very well. So I couldn't fault it in that regard. If I had to, I don't think you chose any bad covers.
Oh no, you did good.
Even Stray Dogs, my least favorite of the night was that Psycho cover. I cannot lie. I loathed that.
Well, okay. So I wanted to get in a Stray Dog cover because they did a gajillion of them, and I like the series. So what Stray Dog would you have put in its place?
What was the second one that you just showed us? There was no. It was before Poltergeist.
Was it Crow?
I can't
No,
remember.
Crow was after Poltergeist.
Was it
Candyman?
Let me
Wait,
see. Let me see.
Freddy?
No,
Before Poltergeist was the Crow, and then we had Friday the 13th, Candyman, and Dracula, the Thing, and Evil Dead.
Evil Dead was the one that I would have kept. I would have, if that was
That
up
was
there.
a good. You know what? Actually, Evil Dead was in there, but I love Alfred Hitchcock, so that's why I put it in there. That was a pure selfish reason for me to put it in there. Yeah. How about you, Eric? What would you have taken out and put in?
I don't know if I'm going to answer what I would take out because I really can't think of anything off the top of my head. But
Okay.
I was going to say, yeah, the She-Hulk cover.
Yeah.
There's a Gen 13 Pulp Fiction homage with Roxy.
That's
It's
true.
even more accurate because they used their same color scheme.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Either one of those would have been cool.
I thought the She-Hulk I had the She-Hulk in there because I thought probably that would be the most iconic. Do not ask me why I kept that one out because I love She-Hulk. I love maybe it's when I was looking over, I glossed over it or something. I cannot tell you the reason why that She-Hulk was not in there.
Oh, maybe we'll do sometime.
But let's see. The V for Vendetta cover was great. I totally would have put that in, says MK. Deadpool, the Scarface for Michael Taylor. The Crow version of the Stray Dogs would have been Jackson's or Dracula. Apparently that movie Longlegs is Osgood Perkins' Son of Anthony. I'll tell you what, it is a very good horror film. It's a slow burn. This is not a movie that's, it's not a slasher film or anything.
Wait a minute. Anthony Perkins had a son?
Yeah. He was a gay man in love with a woman.
Oh.
Go figure. And he and that woman did have sex and produced a son. But he got married because the studio wanted him to get married. And he actually loved his wife.
Oh.
But she understood what it was. I don't know if she herself was a lesbian. I doubt it. But she understood what was going on. But he truly did love his wife. There were a lot of cool rejects. Yeah, I could definitely do an entire show with the rejects. And that might actually happen after Halloween. You know,
Yeah, Return of the Vote.
I dug this so much,
Movie
and there are
sequence.
so many more out there to do, plus the ones we have here. So keep an eye on that one. So yeah, sounds by probably the best one She-Hulk. I'll make sure that's in there. You know, I like to keep things a surprise, but hey, you know, we'll see what it's like there. A 5 on the Kinsey scale, says Ethereal. Now, hey, look, I love Alfred Hitchcock films, as I've said before, and through that, I've actually became an Anthony Perkins fan. Also, I think he's a really good actor, and from what I've read about him, a good guy too. So, yeah, I wish I could have met him. I know he was at Universal Studios in Florida. We were there on opening day.
Okay.
And we got to meet a lot of celebrities there, but I never saw Perkins. I did see Jimmy Stewart. That's my big one. Where I was like,
Nice.
I actually froze. I talked to Spielberg, easy peasy doing that one. And there are a couple of other minor celebrities there that I talked to, and that's kind of cool. But when I'm in the line for ET. And the side door opens so the MVPs could come in, and they open the door, and as everybody's gathering in, Jimmy Stewart just steps in, and I'm like, I've never been starstruck before, and I've never been since. I just don't get starstruck. Like I said, when I saw Steven Spielberg, hey, Mr. Spielberg, can I have your autograph? You love the movie always. That was the new movie out. Easy peasy, no problem. Any celebrity that's ever come into our attraction, no problem. Jimmy Stewart steps there. And he just looks and he goes, yeah. And he turns and he goes on the ride. Remember
Was
that
Harvey
forever. Say again?
Was Harvey there too?
I do believe so. Yes, he travels everywhere. What is funny, though, I said minor celebrity. I went, oh, my God. Do you know who that was? And the guy behind us goes, yeah, that was really cool. And I said, right? And I said, you look familiar. And I said, where have I seen you? And he goes, you ever watch the movie Summer School? And I went, yeah, I don't recognize you, though. He goes, I'm the guy who was asleep throughout the entire movie. Oh, so yeah, he did it. He did a couple of movies after that, but I thought, oh yeah, okay, now I remember you. He goes, yeah, that was the easiest role I ever had. I came in, I laid my head on the desk. He said a couple of times he actually fell asleep. I think he was in the Swamp Thing TV show at the time, which was a Universal TV show or something. But yeah, that was actually pretty cool. Reject cover show would be great, says Michael Taylor. And Spielberg has a great movie. Yes, he does. I was actually thinking of moving this show over to our movie channel and doing things like that. Maybe ranking like a director's movies or an actor's movies and finding out what we think is the best and everything. But that could be fun. Anywho, what we have here, what do we have going on here? Let's see. This is the last of the non-horror comics. Now, I originally I was planning DC horror to be for Tuesday, but it occurred to me that the very first horror cover ever made was not Marvel or DC. It was an independent. It's Eerie #1. And I thought it would be poetic to start Halloween with that cover. So I decided to do independent horror covers for Tuesday, and we're going to do DC on Wednesday and then Marvel on Friday. So there you go. What 5 is gay with exceptions as opposed to 1 which is straight with exception? Wait, what are we talking about?
The Kinsey scale or whatever it was that Ethereal said.
Have we done album covers yet? No, we haven't. We haven't never actually strayed off of comic books. Tell you the truth. But I don't know. I'm not against anything. I know Eric is a huge music guy, so he could probably help out if we ever decide to do album covers. But yeah, or maybe are there comic book covers that are homages to?
There's a couple of covers with comic book characters on them. like Joe Satriani surfing with the alien in a band called God, I can't believe I can't remember the name of the band, but they did an album called World of Marvels, and they weren't allowed to use it in the States, but the European cover are all Marvel characters.
Nice.
Icarus is the name of the band. And yeah, it's a very cool cover. But honestly, I can't think of any two beyond that. But I guess if you're going to do Marvel cover, if you're going to do album covers and keep it kind of in this vein, there's enough. Ken Kelly, who did all the Kiss paintings, Frank Frazetta, the Molly Hatchets and the etc. You probably come up with something like that. But and I would recommend that the Lester sisters take that night off. Yeah.
But I guess covers with like a musical theme, like character singing, or I don't know if Lois is writing a song with someone in one of her.
Are there a lot of comic covers with album homages?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Sorry for cutting you off, Amy. I didn't mean to.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Quiet, Gene, on you, but
I can hear you.
Oh boy! Because my computer is completely frozen right now.
Oh no! You must have just got disconnected. Well, we can hear you just fine, but I can't.
Okay.
England, can you hear me?
Oh dear. Well, he's probably going to come back
right at the end of the show. Isn't that amazing?
It's yep.
It's down. He's about to disappear.
Watch it. What if he'll come back and he'll have like this really long beard?
That would be.
They'd be like, "How long was I gone?" And then they say, "Well, Breen passed a couple of months ago.
Breen's in an urn
with my uncle and my mom in my sister's garage."
Oh dear. Well, hopefully he'll be back on soon. Oh,
I'm here.
Oh, okay. You just haven't said it.
You guys end it so I can go to bed.
I think it is close to that ending point, but
he ended it though himself.
Oh, it's over?
No,
he's just ended. He ended.
Remember, he said this one may go. This one may go to 2 hours.
It already has. It's
so deleted. So
welcome to hour almost 4.
Yeah, but I'm probably gonna end right here. I don't think he's continuing.
I think we're done for tonight too.
Tonight we're here for what?
For what?
For what?
We were here today for the. Sorry, let me change my picture. We were here today for the ranking of movie poster comic book covers. We hope you enjoyed episode 87 of our tier list ranking of these comic covers. We hope you had a great time. We sure did, and we will see you next time here on the Geeky. Oh, sorry, on I Love. Is this still I Love Comics?
I know, right?
I Love Comics.
I Love Geeky Comics.
Bye.
Goodbye. Remember, there is no cover rankings on Mondays and Thursdays.
And
everybody's.
The white zone is for loading and unloading.
Goodbye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.